Where do people turn when they have lost everything? When a cruel catastrophe has taken everything they loved and cared about in life? Where do they turn when they're in despair?
It's showtime, folks. It feels good. It's cool. What a brilliant broadcaster. I'm thrilled and excited. I'm ecstatic. Very respectful. Very nice. There is some shenanigans going on. It just feels right. They're like two puzzles. We want perfect questions. We want some laughs. Thoughts being provoked and thrown back and forth. I don't like flaky. I like fakey. I want to hug a cute dog. How fake was that? The name of this radio show should be The Happy Idiot and the Sullen Douche. Two total dorks. Am I listening to a radio show? Two DJs and a tranny lover. That's what this program's about, mister.
Only creeps listen to this program.
Whoa, boys, what's happening, man? Turn your fucking radio down!
Anyone around here ever smell my ass?
It's lovely. Come on, we're gonna tell you how to get chicks. I'm Jim Norton, and I'm a horribly boring person.
We just kind of laugh at him.
He's getting better, but we gotta break him in still. He's a candidate for killing his wife when he gets married.
Love you rocking with the console. That's us.
Snapple and mayo, your dumps must be lovely.
Featuring
Hurricane Ben! Hurricane Steve!
I think there's a degree of mental illness with everybody on the show.
Ramon! Eric's breath smells like the diaper of a cancer patient. Can I say for the record that this program sucks on a fat dick?
I got a few ideas that can get us fired. Please use them. Please use them.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
What's the matter, Opie? The microphone key turning or tottering? It keeps going down. We'll figure it all out. Good morning and welcome to the Opie and Anthony program. This microphone sounds like shit. Does it? Can I use that one? Talk into the front of it. Like right in the front like that? Yeah. Mine's a little crappy too, but you get used to it by the end of the show. Let me try that one. Oh boy. I don't think that'll reach you. Will it? Hey. Oh, I like this much better. That does sound better. Sounds much better, right? You sound very bassy. I'm bassy, yes. And now Eric is choking me with his mic cord. Can you figure out that we're not in New York City? It's the usual bugs we have to go through.
It'll get fixed now.
When we broadcast, yeah. The listeners at home don't care. It doesn't sound. If it sounds a little, I don't know, a little off. As long as what we're saying is funny and hysterical, like it is on a daily basis, they don't care.
Yours sounds a little weird, though.
Mine does sound a little weird, and it kind of goes away the louder I get, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Chuck in Ohio. Chuck, how do we sound in Radio Land? Give me that one.
Oh, man, you guys are horrible today.
How about this? That's even worse.
So clear. You guys are fuzzy, bassy, horrible.
Yes. We count on being bassy. Funny jokes that you're going to get.
You can do better than that. Good.
No, I can't. All right, Chuck, thank you. We'll figure this out. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Thank you.
It's, oops, I just dropped all my templates.
Drop something.
Yeah, a lot of people commenting that it doesn't sound quite right out there. That lets you know at home that we're not home. Yes, we are down in Washington, D.C. We forgot to tell our fine listeners where we were going. Our nation's capital. And they get very mad when we don't tell them where we're going. Yeah. For some reason. I don't get that, but there was like people bitching that we didn't mention that we were going to Washington for a couple days. I thought we did. I don't know if we actually brought it up on the air. We're down here for some big meetings. To Washington. It's a covert mission. We couldn't tell you. We're deep in the Washington compound of XM satellite radio. Yes, deep in the bowels of XM. Yes. And we're in a studio, and the mics sound a little weird, and we're going to figure it out as we go. Yeah. Maybe yesterday they could have just gone on the air. Taking a quick 202 test. A little 202 test? During one of those, we're experiencing technical difficulties times. They could have just maybe popped this studio up and gone, hey, everything working? That might have worked.
Does sound weird.
I sound very...
Wait, you sound perfect, Jimmy.
Jimmy has the best mic in the studio.
My microphone sounds tinny. I can only talk with one headphone on.
Mine sounds okay, but then if I get a little louder, it gates out on me. You hear that? You hear that? Right?
How am I supposed to do my impersonations?
I don't know.
I do Sammy Davis Jr. You'd think it was the real person.
You sure would.
Anyway, we'll plow through this shit and give people a fine show, right?
We'll take a whack at it.
Yeah, why not?
I don't want to use that microphone. Yeah. That microphone sounded like complete shit.
And also, we got lots and lots of guests coming in today, so how are we going to do this?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go back to the crappy microphone when the guests arrive.
What guests do we have today?
Al Franken stopping by to say hi.
Ooh, that won't get too heated.
I'm hoping it gets heated.
That's wonderful.
I'm hoping that it gets a little heated. And then the women from Broad-Minded.
Broad-minded. I get it. See, because being broad-minded means you're open to a lot of things. You're broad-minded. But in this case, they use that word as a broad, because they're a bunch of broads.
They're broads with opinions.
And they come in and, spout them off?
I guess. We're right next to the Take 5 studios down here in Washington. Wait a minute. So you're saying that there's a double meaning for that?
Yeah. Yes. It could be broad, like open. Oh. Wow, now my mic really got completely different.
That's cool.
All right, that's nice. Or it could mean broad, like dame.
Oh.
Yeah. Gal-minded. Dame-minded.
Separating us from that channel.
No.
They were a little worried that we were going to interact.
I like the fact that some of the broads are going to be coming in here.
I think it's great. That's
right. Talking.
And they're not worried about us. They're right next door. The Take 5 channel.
They don't care. I bet, you know something? I bet they have a little moxie themselves. I bet they're coming in here and they're going to, hey, you guys, I'll show you. We can be broad-minded. They're going to be filled with piss and vinegar. Right. Full of piss and vinegar. Yikes. I'll bet that a couple of them are gregarious. Ooh. We can dare to dream. I cannot wait till the broad-minded chicks come in. All right, so that's the deal. We're in Washington, D.C. Let me tell you something, fella. We're in... That was just getting you used to when they come on. Oh, yeah? What do you have to say there, guy with a cock? Yeah. Well, back me up, ladies, but... I got all the whole clips. Right, girls, right? Shut up. What is it? That's someone's cell phone or BlackBerry. You know, this reminds me of a funny story. No, it doesn't. Right, that's what we're going to get. Exactly. No, that's it doesn't. What we're going to get, and I love it. All right, everyone turn off their communiques. It's time to broadcast. And by everybody... We mean Opie. All right, mine's off. Turn off your Crackberry. Mine is off. We can't seem to get enough of. We should back up. I guess we did a show, about a week ago at this point? We only took 2 days off for the turkey thing. Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday. Thanksgiving and the day after. People are bitching that we took a couple days off. Someone bitched that we took Friday off. Right. Does anybody, and I'm serious with this, even when I worked for a living, I truly do not remember coming in the Friday after Thanksgiving. That was a 4-day weekend. It's Black Friday. Is that what they call it? Yeah, you have to go to the malls and get your early Christmas shopping done. No, you don't. Exactly. You lock yourself in your house. I have 3 weeks before I even begin to think about Christmas. Right. And begin to think about shopping. No, have you began? You shopping? No, thinking about it. Not really, no. The horror has crept into my life already about what to get everybody. Last year I went the easy route. If you recall, it was American Express gift cards. For everybody. The meaning behind it? Pure shit. It meant nothing. There's no unwrapping it and going, ooh, he really thought this out. It was, here it is. It's my attempt at making a cash gift look like I put some thought to it by putting it in a gift card. You know the beauty of that, though? Now that we're making some bucks. Some cake, as they call it. It's a thoughtless gift. Yeah. But if you make the money a little higher in that thoughtless gift, that's all it takes, right? It turns into a very thoughtful gift. You bang a couple of clams out for each person. Now it's not like they're getting $10, right. $20. Right, now they're a little confused and they're not thinking that it's you didn't have any thought behind it. You know, $50 gift certificate's a real shitty gift. Right. I'm sorry, people, it is. When you give that, it really says, I gave you no thought this Christmas. And what are you going to do with it?
$50. You can't buy anything by itself with that. Maybe one video game, and you still got to kick in for the tax.
I think Christmas, if you reach a certain age and you don't have kids yet, you have no responsibilities as far as Christmas goes.
None.
You should not have to still buy mommy and daddy a gift at our age. Why?
No. It's impossible to pick out things. Why do I have to buy my
sister a gift at this age?
Yeah, what are you going to get her?
There should be an age. I don't know what it is. You turn 30, let's say, and you don't have kids. You have no obligation.
None.
And no one buys me anything that I actually want, so, don't turn it around on me and say, well, what about all the gifts you would receive? They're all a bunch of crap.
Yeah, my girlfriend says, what your mother's asking me, what do you want? There goes my mic again. Your mother's asking me, what do you want for Christmas? And I go, I don't know. I buy whatever I want. That's the point I'm at in my life. Jesus Christ has blessed me that on His birthday, it doesn't mean anything to me. I can go out and get it. Oh, your Amazon wish list? What's on there? Nothing, because I go right to checkout. I click on checkout and I buy it. Oh, the Seinfeld, the new season of Seinfeld's coming out. I saw a commercial for it. I go, ooh. And my girlfriend goes, oh, don't buy it. Put it on the wish list. I go, no, but I want to watch it the day it comes out. I'm older. I have reached an age where instant gratification. If I see a packet of Yodels at a convenience store and it's 6 in the morning and I want them for breakfast, I'm having Yodels for breakfast. Mommy can't yell at me. And I love that I've reached that point in my life.
The age of millionaire?
That helps, Jimmy. It helps fulfill that whole thing of I'll get whatever I want.
Yeah, you do make a good point, though. Because why wait? Why wait?
Why wait? Why am I going to sit there on December 26th and go, shit, I should have said this, now I gotta wait a year before I can get it? No. I go to Best Buy, I go to Circuit City, I'm picking up my new electronic device.
That's right. Alright, so we back up.
I'm a fancy man.
We back up. How was your holiday? How was the Thanksgiving, Anthony?
It now has just turned into some type of family rerun. There's nothing new that happens. Absolutely nothing new.
That is brilliant, actually, the family rerun.
It's a rerun. You could roll videotape. We could all sit at home. We should tape one, multi-camera shoot, just tape it and play it at home where we can just sit there and watch, because there is nothing new. I sit with the same people. The same conversations happen. I did step in this time, though, and have to draw a line. I got angry. I want no more medical discussions ever in family get-togethers anymore. I don't care. When you sit down, and there it is, the antepast is on the table, and it's time for everyone to sit down and start digging in. And then the various courses come on the table, just like every fucking year. And there it is, and you eat the same stuff, the same people. I cooked it. You cooked it the past 20 years. I know you make the fucking quiche. I know you do. Who made the turkey? Uncle Tony did. There he is carving it like every fucking year. It's the same thing. It's like you're watching the same movie. I don't watch Goodfellas that many times, and I watch it every time it's on. But I've seen this movie every time for 20, 30 friggin' years.
But sometimes the stars don't re-up for a year or two.
Yeah.
Because they die.
A few of the stars don't come back.
A few of the stars decide not to come back for the sequel.
A few of them are legends.
Right.
They're off the list. But then I sit there, and some of these old people show up, and the first thing out of their mouth, did you hear about Doris? It's a sin. She was in the hospital. She had a goiter being removed, and they found some cancer. And what they're doing now with her is a new procedure that I don't want to hear it. I'm eating. I'm eating. I don't want goiters. I don't want cancer on the conversation.
No tumors.
I want happy, fun talk.
Just like my turkey, I want it to be tumor-free.
No tumors.
Right.
You're talking about tumors eating like a little onion bulb?
Oh, you're eating like a roasted potato, and one of your old uncles is talking about his prostate as they're handing over an artichoke. Like, does it look like this, green and spiky, with breadcrumbs embedded in it? I hate old people. They just talk about their fucking medical conditions. I brought this up some other point. You can't go to a diner without sitting down and listening to table conversation about people's feet or their breasts or their neck or eyeballs or a brain tumor or throat or thyroid or knees or bones or something. Can you just talk about the shit on your plate? Can you talk about one of your young grandchildren that are doing fine, that are still healthy, God bless them? No. It's got to be, my back hurts, so I went in, and it turns out the tumor is intertwined in my spinal cord. Oh, lovely. Hope you die before I come here again next time.
Great. Pass the gravy, please.
Yeah, could you please just pass the gravy?
And what are you going to do with those coins you saved all those years? I wouldn't mind having a crack at them. Not that you have to think about that now, but just you're ready to go bye-bye in the box.
And the blood clots in my varicose veins. Could I have the cranberry sauce? So that's what you go through. It's every year the same thing. And then, I'm so full. I gotta sit down for a while. Watch the football game, sit down, and fall asleep.
Gonna have to unloosen my pants. Ugh.
Oh.
I was at my sister-in-law's house the day after Thanksgiving, and this lady, she's in her mid-50s. She comes up to me. First thing she says to me is that she has a sour stomach.
First thing. What possesses them?
Because that's the other thing. It starts with sour stomachs and this other crap, and then eventually they get a little older, and then it's pure medical hell.
Yeah.
But this is where it begins.
It starts maybe with some sour stomach.
It starts in your 50s where you have nothing left to talk about, so you bring up your sour stomach.
And it goes from sour stomach to removed my esophagus and put my stomach in my back somewhere.
How do you I don't know. How do you comment about that? Lindsay sees her with a piece of apple pie.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to make small talk. We're in this house. We don't know anybody
really. Nothing in common with these people.
I know my sister and my brother-in-law, obviously, and a few people that were there. And then there was a bunch of people I didn't know. And she sits down with her piece of apple pie, and Lindsay goes, "No, what would be perfect for that apple pie is a nice scoop of that vanilla ice cream that's in the kitchen."
That's a nice opening conversation.
Just want to kind of
break the ice with that person.
She goes, "Oh, no. Yesterday I had a sour stomach."
Sour stuff. I'm lactose intolerant, and that ice cream could be a problem.
"Oh, no, I had a sour stomach yesterday." And then she goes, "But I did sneak a little just before the apple pie."
Hope it doesn't affect my esophagitis.
Hope I don't have to go to the bathroom and leave some stew in the toilet. So lovely.
Yeah, I should have just taken it to that level.
Nice stew dump on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, ice cream gives me the runs too. Just take it to the next level with her so she walks away.
I ate ice cream one time. I sneezed. I shit my pants. Hand to God.
Hand to God.
You just
filled up my shoes with pudding, lady.
Sometimes I eat ice cream. My dick won't get hard to fuck my chick. I swear to God. Where you going?
Wait, come back here. You lactose intolerant hag.
Here's how this was. But you problem is you're too nice. Here's how you deal with the elderly. You guys understand? Let's role play. I'll be Lindsay. You be the old person. Hey, it looks like you should have some ice cream on that.
Oh no!
Die.
Oh no! Yesterday I had a sour stomach.
Sour stomach. What is that?
Means you had the liquid shit.
Take a Tums.
Jeez.
Take some Pepto.
And then so that was the highlight of my Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's the highlight?
Actually, I took everyone out to dinner to a restaurant for Thanksgiving.
You did?
Yeah.
No home family cooking thing?
No, man. Everyone bailed, and then they started looking at me like I was actually going to, cook a turkey. Cook a turkey in my New York apartment. I'm looking.
Oh, that's good.
I'm calling everyone back going, "Are you insane? No.
That's great.
No, I'm not cooking a turkey. You guys can come to Thanksgiving at my house. We can watch the parade because it's pretty close to my house.
The mice can baste it with their urine.
And then we'll go out to dinner. So we went out to dinner. It was different and it was cool. No one had to clean up, and it was.
Did you have
great.
turkey?
Yeah.
Traditional Thanksgiving fare at this at this restaurant?
Yeah, it was an Italian restaurant, but we had turkey.
Had turkey?
Yeah, they had a little turkey menu.
Wasn't like they brought a whole turkey to the...
Nah, it was family style, all cut up, ready to go.
Yeah, see, it's got to be a little traditional.
But I had some of the youngins at my apartment. We walked and checked out the parade. Checked out the floats being blown up the night before.
Yeah.
Little tradition in my neighborhood.
Oh, watching the floats get blown up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right around your neck of the woods.
They're all on their side and half blown up, and you walk by and go, oh, wow, there's Charlie Brown face down in the gutter. Must have had too much to drink last night, kids. Yeah.
Fill them up with helium, I guess, and then parade them through the streets the next day.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful? Who gives a shit?
Well, then you play the Thanksgiving Day Parade lottery. Who's going to get hit in the head with a big chunk of metal this year?
With a lamppost. It really is amazing that this is kind of something new. Because they had a problem, I guess, 97, 98, was it?
97 was the really bad one with the brain damage and all that. Some lady.
97.
Just trying to enjoy the parade. And
oh, you just sit there. How many millions of people sit and watch that? That is unlucky lottery if there ever was one.
A big clunk of steel hits you in the head.
I believe it was the Cat in the Hat that year.
Yep.
It was coming down the street, and a gust of wind took it into a light pole, and the entire pole that the light hangs on snapped off and hit her, put her in a coma for a while. She got a nice chunk of change out of New York City.
Oh, yeah, she did. Well, the new ones, they're not suing. Are you crazy? That's why you go to the parade. You're playing the lottery with the parade.
Here's what happened. The M&M was coming down the street, Opie.
I saw the M&M.
The M&M was coming down the street, and a gust of wind again. Yeah. It hit a light post, but the whole pole didn't come down, just the globe. When you look up at these light globes, don't they look about the size of a Pepsi bottle or something?
Yeah, sure.
When they're up close on the ground, this thing is giant. It is really huge. It's the size of like a toilet bowl.
It's massive. And
yeah.
And it weighs like 35 pounds.
Yeah.
The light fixture.
And it came crashing down, and believe me, there's no free room where this thing could just hit empty sidewalk. Every spot is taken by people. And it hit, apparently, some child from Albany, drove down with the family. Also with a disabled person was with them in one of those motorized wheelchairs. And it kind of hit that person a little, too.
I heard it just bounced off her head.
Was she a retard?
Well, yeah, there was something going on there. Yes. I don't know. Hit her big, soft, pliable, huge, oversized tongue like an airbag. Cushioned the blow.
It almost knocked some sense into her.
Did she have downs? They probably didn't know she was. They probably thought she was afloat. Like,
just big.
But they're not suing.
Yeah, it's noble of them, but I
fuck
mean,
it. Everyone else is going to sue. You might as well too.
It's the Thanksgiving Day Parade lottery. Like you said, they have a winning ticket. You might as well cash it in.
I got to tell you, I was watching because that's the first thing you think about when you're watching the parade from the sidewalk.
Yeah.
How good are these people at controlling the balloons? You're looking up at what could possibly get knocked off.
The coverage always says they're professionals. I don't know what that means.
Fucking no.
I don't know what that means.
How many floats do they have? 20, 30 maybe?
Yeah.
Whatever, a couple dozen, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 50 guys on each one.
They do it once a year, and from the looks of these people, they're not professionals.
No, they're not getting the cream of the crop.
Apparently, they are going to be joining us for the homeless shopping spree because that's exactly what some of these people look like.
Of course. And all I heard in my section, and it's the beginning of the parade, this is a good 30 blocks uptown from where the actual accident happened.
Yeah.
This is all we heard from the crowd and the people. Whoa!
Really?
Whoa! As the balloon's going side to side, I'm like, this ain't good. This is just a disaster waiting to happen every fucking year.
Weaving back and forth.
But that's all you hear from the crowd is, whoa, as it's getting too close to their side, and then it goes back to the other side.
Yeah, one of the floats got pretty close to Katie Couric and Matt Lauer and what's his face there?
Al Roker?
Al Roker, who was sitting there, and they're doing their report, and then they went like, whoa, and kind of backed off because it swung right near him.
That's what the crowd does through the whole thing. It's just, whoa, because they're not controlling shit.
No. They're on tethers, but the wind is really, they're at the wind's mercy. And it's New York City streets. They're not doing this thing on a farm. You know, there are buildings and plenty of lights and light poles.
Yeah.
Just waiting to get knocked and snagged. It was so good to see that M&M deflate, though. Just lay on the ground.
Oh, it's great.
The light pole just falls and hits some stupid family from Albany.
They quickly popped that thing, deflated it, and snuck it off a side road.
Yeah.
Got it on a truck as fast as possible.
Get out of here. Keep the festivities going. Right. It wasn't that bad. Let's get... Well,
hose down the retard. More floats are on the way. We got to move on.
That's what I saw, too. I turned on Channel 4 and NBC in New York, and I'm watching the parade coverage, and I'm like, this is the stupidest shit. And then I couldn't tune away because their coverage is so bad. They're trying so hard to be festive, and the parade moves so slowly that there is a ton of just inane babble they use for filler. And I'm watching, and then I'm switching back and forth from CBS to NBC. I guess the ABC had something else going on. But I'm switching back and forth, and the coverage, just horrid. They like throwing stats in for all the floats. They have and here comes Dora the Explorer coming down, something new this year, very popular with the children. I know, it's on at my house all the time. Dora the Explorer, my kids love it. And do you know, Dora couldn't catch a subway here. She's as high as 5 subway cars. They got to throw in like a local angle or something to tell you that it's big.
Yeah.
And Chicken Little from the new movie, Chicken Little, doesn't think the sky's falling today on this beautiful day. The sky was falling on a family from Albany. Chicken Little's glasses, by the way, as wide as 3 taxicab windshields. Here's another New York tie-in for you. And Ronald McDonald making his way down. Ronald McDonald, half as tall as the Statue of Liberty. We get it. We get it. Big balloons. They're very big. We get it. Big balloons.
You're missing the obvious, though. After the M&M's float, hit the light post and hit that family in Albany.
Yeah.
They continue with the parade like nothing was going on. Did you see all the shit that was going on behind Katie and Matt and the rest of these clowns?
They had, and on CBS, their vantage point behind them was exactly where the light fell.
Yeah.
So they're trying their darndest to just go, all right, we'll keep you updated on this, but moving on with the parade, as we look, here comes a Bullwinkle is coming down the street, and this is a festive day. Here's the marching band from Iowa as they're coming down the street.
Somebody help!
Beautiful day, isn't it? Why are we all of a sudden in Italy? And here comes Santa Claus, ending the parade for the day as they hose the street down of blood. They tried to carry on, but all you saw were emergency vehicles.
Yeah,
people moving very quickly.
Oh, it was quite entertaining. All right, we got lots of phones.
We do?
Yeah, there's a couple that are interesting.
I can't see the phones today.
Hold on, I gotta move this over a little. I don't know what oh, okay, Tree Killer, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, man.
What do you got today?
Oh, just a holiday disaster. My father-in-law confessing an affair right at the Thanksgiving table. Happy holidays.
Stop.
Yeah, that's the other thing about Thanksgiving, man. People confess all sorts of shit.
You got a little booze in them?
Yeah, a little drunked up, and I don't know, just blurted it out and kind of had to sit there and didn't even get the pie. We kind of left early, you know.
Is he having it now, or it was a previous affair?
Previous. Recently over, I guess.
Yeah, well, why would you bring it up then?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Is the stepmother alive still?
Oh, yeah. Right beside him.
Oof. Right beside him.
All right.
That's great.
Well, thank you for that.
Hey, no problem.
I thought there was a little more to it, but all right.
No,
Father-in-law confesses to an affair at Thanksgiving.
Yep.
No confessions.
Have a good one.
You know what? And then I get people like relatives that come up and go, "Do you remember me?" Like now it's a fucking quiz that if I fail, I'm the asshole because I can't remember your name. First of all, you look nothing like you used to, okay? I haven't seen you in, I don't know, 30 years. And they come up, "Do you remember me, darling?" No.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. I remember nothing about you.
I thought you died in 1979.
Yeah. It's like a guest star.
Right.
They pop in. I got my regulars. I know who they are. I see them every year. And then there's this extra relative that comes by and quizzes me.
Right.
And makes me feel like an idiot. Yeah, and then I go, "Yeah, I remember. What's thy name, darling? What's mine? Oh, okay, I don't know who you are. Annoying cunt. How's that for a name?"
Hey, Mike in Philly, what's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good, Mike.
A couple years ago, my buddy was working for Marvel Comics, so we held the Spider-Man float, and the night before, the guy out drinking was hammered, was throwing up on the way in. So those people that hold those floats are not experts.
Yeah, of course not. I hear they're employees of Macy's. I hear they're trained maybe for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Most of the guys not taking it seriously, and they're drinking the night before.
Of course.
I've heard all the horror stories. Thanks, Mike.
Do you guys hear an echo in the phone?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
It's been worse. I'll give them that. It's not bad. Knock woods.
2 weeks training,
working.
employees. Okay, we covered all that. All right, so
I had an exciting. No one asked me how my Thanksgiving was.
Well, we're going to ask you after the break.
I want to know.
But guys, it's a holiday for friends.
I saw Pat from Munaki's Thanksgiving up on a message board.
What do you
he
mean?
actually took a picture of his plate and the Boston Market bag, and it's a plate with a leg, some mashed potatoes, and some gravy, and I think there was some cranberry sauce or something on the side, and corn. He actually sat there with his Boston Market Thanksgiving.
How do we know it was actually Thanksgiving, though?
Yeah.
Did he have the parade on in the background or something?
I believe him. Yeah. I totally believe him.
Yeah, we learned way too much about Pat on our last show before today.
Pat was and I gave him a thought.
Yeah.
Like, as I was sitting there with my family, for some reason there was an empty seat and plate, because I guess we'd overestimated how many people were going to be there, and there was one missing plate, and my girlfriend goes, "That is the Pat from Munaki. We could have invited Pat. He could have sat at the table, the plate." And then, like, food started coming, and I gave it not another thought. I just forgot about Pat.
I forgot that fat diabetic existed until you just brought his name up.
So I'm thinking now maybe we should do something for him for Christmas.
Well, he's going to be a big star this coming Friday when we're back in New York. We're doing the eggnog drinking contest this Friday. Are we doing well with the contestants at all? We got a bunch of truckers, and they're going to come all the way to New York to take on Pat and see if they could outdrink him in the eggnog drinking contest.
I put my money on Pat.
Yep.
I am definitely putting my money on Pat. He blew the competition away so badly last year that I can't see anyone beating him.
70 double shots of eggnog last year.
He kept drinking after everyone else, long after everyone else had bailed out.
And he finally stopped on his own and then made himself puke. He could have kept going.
Yeah.
He could have kept going. So good luck to these truckers who think they could take Pat out. They're all coming in Friday. Friday show is going to be just a puke fest.
How about for Christmas we get him a nice, maybe a $50 gift certificate to Boston Market, so he can get himself like a bigger plate.
Some cyanide.
You know what? I think there's going to be a lot of listeners outside the studio on Friday, because I think we're going to maybe drag one last contestant off the street, just in case, like, all the guys that said they're showing don't show. We want to fill up the studio with contestants. I think if you're coming by the station on Friday, please bring a gift for Pat.
A very Pat from Munaki Christmas.
Yes. Pat needs gifts.
Because he doesn't we learned that he doesn't have any family. He's got a couple of family members, but they don't accept him. He has no contact with him. He has a sister whose husband seems to hate Pat for some reason that he's been very vague about. And that the sister doesn't have any contact, I guess, because her husband can't stand Pat. Pat's got a father who abandoned him when he was born, that Pat knows where he lives. Guaranteed he's driven by the house. He's called him a couple of times, but hangs up when he picks up the phone. So there's a want there, a need to know who his father is.
You think he's driven by the house just as the front door is opening and his 2 new young kids are running toward the minivan for soccer practice,
hustling their little hair,
and everyone's just happy, running, just...
You know, have a good day, Skipper, champ.
Maybe getting, just slightly late for the soccer game, so they're rushing, but they're
Bye,
happy,
Daddy, we love you. I love you too, kids.
Jumping into the minivan as Pat's van is slowly driving by in the distance.
The brand new minivan they hop in as Pat's tranny is falling out in front of the house. The beautiful house, by the way. You know it's just the white picket fence. Everything Pat's ever wanted in a family is in that house, and that's it.
It's a house full of love.
A house full of love.
Can we tease your Thanksgiving going into break?
Oh, it's not that eventful. I just was lonely.
No, he was lonely.
Oh, you didn't do anything for Thanksgiving?
I did. I saw somebody, but nothing major.
You saw somebody? You saw a hooker for Thanksgiving?
No. I mean, I didn't.
Did you or did you not get an escort for Thanksgiving?
I do not believe I did.
Oh, but you had a friend? You weren't alone?
No.
With a Boston Market chicken leg.
Pat even looks like a baby. He looks like just like a taller version of what his father walked away from.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. Well, maybe me and you could slam. Oh.
What's the dial tone noise?
Just at the door, all nervous, a half hour before he can bring himself and work up the nerve to knock. Who are you? I'm your son, Daddy. Whack! Just staring at that knocker on the door.
I'll bet you he says things when he drives by the house. He probably goes, yeah, how you doing today, Dad? Just trying to be kind of funny to himself.
Hey, Dad. There it is. Porsche in the driveway.
Fights the urge to just blubber.
Successful businessman.
Porsche, new young wife.
Oh, just the hottest wife is walking out.
2 young, perfect model kids.
Oh, God. And Christmas at that house, the living room has a vaulted ceiling where they can fit an 18-foot Christmas tree in there. And they all laugh as they decorate it up. Presents just stacked and out so far from the bottom of the tree with the kids' names on it. Everything they could possibly want and more.
Yeah.
And dinner? Oh, the new family is just over there. They got to put like 4 leaves in the table to extend it to fit that entire family.
And they have plenty of sugary desserts because their kids don't have diabetes.
None of their kids have diabetes. All 10 toes.
Their kids aren't going to embarrass them by stuffing newspaper where that little toe should be so they don't tip over.
Just the happiest Christmas ever.
Every Nathan's contest, it's just more love. Just put more love. Put more love in that gaping hole.
Give me more love, more love.
More love.
Oh, how horrid.
Oh, I can't wait to see Pat from Menaki this Friday, the eggnog drinking contest.
So, maybe a wrapped little present for
It would be very, very nice.
Would be good.
Because I know a lot of you guys are going to show up on Friday, so that would be very, very nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, did you have turkey for Thanksgiving, Jimmy?
I did.
And?
It was good. I didn't cook it, though.
Who cooked it?
Bob Kelly's girlfriend.
You hung out with Bob Kelly and his
Holiday
girlfriend?
with Bob Kelly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I had to. I was working. I would have wanted to see my family. I'll see my family this week.
I want a leg, man. I want to hold my wing.
I'm telling you, he actually looks like a turkey now. That awful body is just sitting there with his little fat legs sticking straight out, his short arms almost reaching his mouth.
All right, the other thing, really fast, we're watching the local news down here in Washington. If you haven't figured it out yet, if you're just tuning in, we're doing the show from Washington, D.C. the next couple of days. And they just had a story on the pan dog.
Oh, it is the cutest little thing. I think it could be cuter than the Puggle. It looked like...
The Puggle was all the rage, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Now all the people that got the Puggles, they're going to kick them out to the backyard, and they're going to get these new pan dogs.
Pan dog. Yeah, the Puggles are going to be in burlap bags with rocks headed toward the river.
A little barking bag right over the side of that boat. Glub, glub.
Your yesterday's news. Beat it, stupid.
That's right.
Or, of course, my favorite, Jimmy's solution, the old pillowcase and the ball peen hammer.
That's right. Wrap that little devil up maybe in a towel or a pillowcase and just beat it until it stops.
It's not so much the movement or the sound. You just don't want to look into those eyes.
Those why are you hurting me eyes.
What are you doing? You loved me a week ago.
How do you tell a puggle you're so September?
Oh, here you go, Puggle. And back we go. Back we go to my pan dog.
What's the pan dog about? It's part panda. They don't know if it's a panda or a dog. That's what the graphic said.
I don't know how they figured this out.
Is it a panda or is it a dog?
They took a white dog that almost looked like some kind of Bichon or a poodle type thing, a lot of white fluff, but around its eyes and nose was black, like a cute little panda, and they look like little pandas. It was simply adorable. The cutest little dog I've ever seen.
It was the cute story on the news today.
They came back to the anchors, and the anchors had that look on their face.
Where do I get one?
They were they couldn't believe how adorable this little dog was.
You know there's got to be something wrong with these cute dogs. We've brought this up in the past. The Puggles and the pan dogs.
Some kind of genetic disaster they're making.
Something.
What you're looking at is actually the product of a dog rape. Some panda saw a dog and just raped it, and now that's. You think a dog gave pussy to a panda? It was taken.
I bet you all those cute dogs suffer from sour stomach.
Some kind of conglomerated mulatto mongrel race of dog. There he is.
Oh, look at this.
What is it?
Looks like a slipper. And what a nice.
It's like a baby panda.
It's a pan dog. Right. And it is adorable.
I just want to grab it by the feet and smash it against the wall and sell its pelt.
Jesus. We're very angry today. And then they
hit it with a club on an ice float.
And then they finished the cutesy story and they moved on to the next story.
Yeah, that pan dog. You know, I'm going to get one for the holidays. In Iowa, a bus accident claimed 20 lives as it flew over an embankment. What about the pan dog? I was just all jolly and smiling from the pan dog.
Now I got to be sad again because you told me I have to be sad.
You're kidding.
In other news, a pregnant woman lost her life with her husband as she rolled out of a van in the middle of Arizona.
Oh.
What? I was enjoying the pan dog.
Another restraining order that didn't work as a husband brutally murders his wife. Pan dog. Pan dog. Just looking at a cute pan dog.
Blah, 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 blah. All right. Well, we're just getting started here, huh?
Just getting started.
On the way, we only heard a piece of this, but it's an anti-gay short film targeted at teenage boys.
It's one of those.
Does Steve find this shit?
It's one of those films from the olden days when they had sense and actually put these films out to teach the youth of America about things like homosexuality and dating, and girls teach you about your menstrual cycle. It's all those old educational films. I love them.
Yes.
Saw a few yesterday. Went over to that American History Museum, Opie. You know, Washington's full of museums.
Well, why don't we stop right there? We'll talk about your museum experience. We'll talk about this film we found.
And I have an answer to your question, by the way.
What question?
I know the answer to your question.
What question?
Where does Steve find all these things?
Yeah, where?
Oh. They're from childhood when mother and father would sit him down and make him watch these anti-gay things. Stop talking like that. I can't help it, Mother.
I can't help it,
Mother. Any guy that calls his mom Mother, there is just a problem there. Stop it, Mother. Mother.
There's nothing wrong with the way I talk. It's not effeminate.
Also, Space Hitler taking on a life of its own, Anthony.
I love Space Hitler.
We'll explain that. We were talking about the Dickie Goodman remixes. Remember Mr. Jaws we played last week? We asked the listeners to make their own. We have 5 that came in.
Oh, you know what else about the Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Huh.
Couldn't believe it. On NBC's coverage, which was right outside of Macy's, I guess, they had the vantage point where they'd have the floats and the musical numbers would take place, and then the float would leave. So they had musical numbers, and they did like Disney things and stuff like that. It was all lip synced, so it looked ridiculous. But one of them was a float with a big Egyptian pyramid-like thing.
Oh, where they were having sex?
No.
You didn't see that one?
I didn't see that one.
They were like Dirty Dancing on the top?
Maybe later on. The mountain climbers were on a sphinx-looking thing.
Yeah.
Or this was different.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
It was an obelisk and some kind of other Egyptian thing.
A what?
Obelisk.
What is that?
I don't know. It's like some kind of big thing.
Oblong.
A monument.
Thing?
Yeah.
It's a monument-type thing.
Oblong? Okay.
Yeah, and they had a guy, and he sang Steve Martin's King Tut.
Oh, yeah.
No, he didn't.
I did see
Dude,
that. Yes.
I was stuck. And the day before we had played that, goofing on how completely awful it was, and there it was, right before my eyes, the King Tut song.
I bet people were laughing.
Oh, just loving it.
Especially uptown, when they see King Tut, and then you realize, wow, they really just whitened him up. Wasn't he black at one point?
He's my favorite honky. What?
He wasn't even white.
He wasn't white? He was. And what's with the honky reference?
Buried with a donkey?
Why?
What a cornball.
Was he? I doubt it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No.
Hold on, now this segues into cheaper by the dozen someday. So from really edgy to really edgy. Comedy Central should be firebombed for naming him the 6th greatest comedian of all time. Are you out of your fucking minds?
Please, dream come true. A real arrow through his head.
There you go. With that, why don't we take our first break? We have lots to do. We just don't know how to organize it yet, so
Yeah.
that's what we do now. Stay there.
Move.
What makes bad kids bad? What makes them do the things they do?
Here he comes.
Live
That's right.
from Cracktown, USA.
It's a joke.
Deep in the heart of Washington, D.C. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Quote, drive safely.
Unquote.
Isn't that lovely?
Let's make a party out of it.
The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus. Get infected.
Hey, we should get into what happened to Ari Spears, because we defended you, bro.
Thank you,
We
brother.
got audio of the whole thing, and we thought those guys down in, where was it, Miami?
Yeah, you know.
Bunch of pussies.
Oh,
What was their names? I might have did their show.
Yeah, what is it?
I know
Ron
I did.
and,
Ron and Paul, I think. I did those guys. There's one that had big guy.
Yeah. That was the one that was talking shit. Yeah.
He's a big guy, right?
Look, I don't know much about him.
That jock, you never see that.
I know.
I don't know much about him, but as far as this situation goes, they looked really bad.
You know what's crazy, man? It's like and you know how the radio is, man. You can kind of be at the helm and edit shit and control shit. So they would always push the button where like they would have, because I said this thing where I said, look, man, I'm from New York. So they just kept pushing the button and people were like kind of making fun of, what does that mean? I'm from New York. And my whole thing with that was I was just trying to let him know I'm not from Florida, man. I'm not from one of these little pussy towns that where you just gonna talk crazy about me and I ain't gonna come do nothing. So when I made that statement, I was saying that to say, look, man, this is where I'm from. I'm proud of that. This is part of, my character. And we don't get down like that. You know what I mean?
From Michigan?
From where? This motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, it just was an interview went bad, man.
So they talked shit as soon as you left the studio?
As soon as I left, I got in the car and we're listening to the station and they just start ripping into me. And I probably got about 2 blocks and I told the driver, I said, man, turn
this shit around.
That's awesome.
Say it exactly how,
he was
that made you want to come back.
Well, when he was like, I said, yeah, man, I did the thing at the hip-hop station, had a good time. And he goes, go back to your hippity-dippity, rippity-rappity station where they got, 6 listeners and do your thing. And when he was saying that, he was going, you hippity-dippity, he was doing all
what
that shit.
What did he say in the car that made you go, nigga, turn this motherfucker?
Oh, he said, who does he think he is to come into my station in my city and not do what I asked him to do?
That's what it was. There you go. This is what we have to explain to white people. This is they missed out on master. So white people, I have a PhD in white people. They did not understand that you don't do that as a white guy.
You don't go into slave master mode.
But you do what I told you to do, and that's what made him come back. Harry was bullshit. He tried to make it sound like he said, nigga, I'll shoot you in your motherfucking eye. He just said, let me tell you something,
That shit went right to his DNA, man. Right to his DNA.
We had put the sand down
down on the floor for a little soft shoe, and he didn't deliver. God damn it, we had makeup and everything.
Oh, my
you want him to
God.
say mammy, and you say mammy when I say mammy.
My studio. This is my plantation. My studio. And I say... Holy shit. All right. That's
He
it.
was trying to make it sound like he said, well, I'll smack you up inside your motherfucking head, boy. But he was just like, he just should come here and do what he's told.
That's when that car made that Yui. All right, listen. Let's get... That car turned around like when they were taking Michael to the restaurant. Good driving, Lou. Good driving, Lou. When he...
not Lou DeBrasi.
We going to Brooklyn? Or we going to Jersey? Yeah, we'll see where we go.
That's great.
Makes that turn.
Let's get back to the tape here. Oh, yeah. It's amazing. We're back with the Opie and Anthony program, broadcasting live from the XM compound down here in Washington, D.C. for a couple days. I was talking to Anthony about the PSP.
Love it.
I got all the gaming systems now. I got the Nintendo DS. I got the Game Boy Advance. I got the PSP. And I took the PSP for the ride from New York to Washington on the train.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Why couldn't they invent this like 50 years ago?
Why couldn't they?
Travel's going to be a breeze now because we have to do a lot of traveling with this job.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you know, I get bored watching the movies on the planes, and I bring my own DVD player and all that, but after a while, it's like, I've seen all this shit, you know? But gaming on a plane or on a train with the commute, forget it.
That's where it's at.
So my PSP's on the way?
No, because you're not going to use it.
Why didn't Jimmy get one?
Because he's not going to use it.
So what? Am I on punishment?
Yes, I had to put my fist down finally. We gave you a black... Look, he's actually getting mad. We gave you a BlackBerry. You didn't use that.
So what? Because they tied it to my XM account.
But you wanted the BlackBerry. You needed the BlackBerry.
I know they should have given me one.
And now it's just sitting there as a doorstop or something in your apartment.
So what? It's in LA, actually.
My BlackBerry is the most useless thing. I never use it.
I wanted it because I figured you could do email and do all that texting, but it's only going to my XM account, which I don't use. It's like, I didn't know that when they gave it to me.
All right, well.
Nope.
Well, ask Don. He's right there.
I use my phone. But the PSP is great.
Someone who listens to Toto shouldn't get a PSP.
Listen, Pi.
Toto.
There's nothing wrong with listening to Toto. I happen to like the song Rosanna, and I like the song Africa.
Oh.
What?
Rosanna. That one?
Yeah, of course. Bum, 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 ba, bum, ba, ba.
I told Lindsay that I hate traveling with you, by the way.
Why?
Because she's laughing. She thinks you're the funniest guy in the world. And I'm like, it's not funny. See, you're still kind of new to this game. I've been traveling with Jimmy for years, and it's not fun anymore.
Oh, it's hilarious.
We're walking through the train station, and he's singing Giant Yellow Ribbon.
Oh, yeah, I had that on
that old oak tree.
I just have my headphones on. Sometimes you forget.
As loud as he can.
And you're singing that. Yeah. You're singing
that
song.
It's hilarious as you listen to this wherever you listen to the show. Yeah. But when you're right next to him and you've been through this year after fucking year, and everyone's turning around wants to shut the retard up, and they're really pissed, but no one's brave enough to sing anything. And there he is. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years.
I gotta be occupied when I'm on the road. That's the problem. I get too antsy. That's why a PSP would be very helpful.
Ants in your pants, and they make you dance.
But
is how you are.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You need distractions.
Yeah. ELO has 15 minutes now, then meetings. Oh, he wanted to come in and say hi?
Yeah. All right.
ELO wanted to welcome us to the XM compound.
ELO's only got 15 minutes. Look at this guy. When he's down here, it's all about working, meetings, keeping this ship just on course.
I don't need a mic condom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's for your protection,
It's
sir.
for my protection.
He's got the perfect radio voice. We need all the bells and whistles to make ourselves sound good.
You know, I used to practice that crap, you know, when you're like, you'd sit and listen to yourself in a production room and like try to force your voice low and drink whiskey till 2 in the morning and Be hungover.
I was trying to be that broadcaster.
The boss job.
Yeah. I was trying to be the perfect broadcaster where I pronounce everything perfectly, and I would practice and do all that, and then I met Brother Weeze in Rochester, and this guy has no business being on the radio if you listen to his voice.
Absolutely right.
And
how's Weeze doing, by the way?
And I went, yes! And then I took it another way with this whole thing. Huh?
Yeah. How's he doing, by the way?
He's doing great.
Good.
Yeah,
Good. I love that guy.
He had cancer treatment done, and he's tumor-free.
Where are we back at the Thanksgiving table? Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, he's a tough one, though, man. He took 30 radiation treatments to his noggin.
To the face.
To the front of the face, and he came through it fine.
God bless him.
That's right, Anthony. That's what I say.
God bless him.
Well, Jimmy, I did not print out the agenda for you, but there is an agenda for the day.
Yeah, there's after show meetings.
There's show meetings.
Oh, good.
All day.
Cool. So when
but I didn't print it out for you.
Why?
Well, because I want it to be a surprise to you as the day unfolds.
So when we're done here today,
yes,
at 11 o'clock Eastern.
No.
What
11 o'clock Hawaii time, possibly.
No. He's saying done here, meaning the show.
We're done here. Doing the show.
I got it.
Then where do we go?
See,
where's our
Eric, you might not know this, but we broadcast till 11 a.m.
Okay, well, I'm not really sure. I catch the replays like everybody else.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just turned my radio on, and there you are.
When we say thank you,
good night,
we'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
Then what happens?
Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meetings happened.
Yeah.
Nope.
Let me see what version that is. Though.
Yeah, and actually it's been updated.
Oh, it's been updated?
Yeah,
yes.
I actually added.
I hope you you off.
Let's see here.
And Anthony, it's brave of you to say nope, but the last meeting is Eric Logan to make sure we stay here.
Oh no! What do we got to meet with the guy that vacuums? Who's on this list?
Well, here you go. You can read the list. I didn't put the HR meeting on there. By design, because I knew
Sunday,
Jimmy would not believe it.
Yeah. All right, arrival date.
How was the arrival, by the way? I mean, I heard you went to a few museums.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I got in a Saturday. I drove.
You drove down?
It's a
nice drive.
Oh, it's a nice drive when there's no traffic, I assume. When you're sitting in 7 hours of non-stop traffic the whole way down.
Dude, you can't leave
a little
Saturday afternoon on Long Island, man. Well, you can't leave and expect to come to D.C. and not get killed.
You know, I figured Saturday at like noonish, 1 o'clock.
Oh, my God. That's
What?
Mall traffic.
Yes, it's the biggest shopping day of the year.
There were no malls where there was traffic.
There certainly is.
First of all, you got that goddamn
because they take up a lane to get
Jersey Turnpike merge. That merge has to. Who's the engineering marvel that came up with that? His head should be on a spike at that merge. Whoever thought up? We got the truck lane and the car lane, which is a great idea. And at one point, we're just going to slam them both together so that from now until flying car is invented, there will be traffic here at this spot. His head on a spike. So when you finally get through it, you could go, salute.
Thanks for nothing.
That was it. And then the rest of the way down, just stop and go the whole time for no reason. And then it would just open up for no reason.
Merging,
getting off the highway to go to the local mall.
It took a while. But then we got here and everything was fine. The hotel's great. And then we decided to go to the museums, yesterday.
It is your nation's capital. You should enjoy it.
I love my nation's capital. Let's see, though. Monday, we got pickups at the various hotels.
So obviously that happened.
Yes, it did. It went very well.
It's been perfect so far.
It went very well, aside from Don Wicklund driving like a maniac, like he says. Ooh, look out for Wiki behind the wheel. Opie did nothing but goofed on Don.
The entire time?
Don said, I drive like a maniac. We'll get there in record time.
No, because we're driving up to the first traffic circle, and it's a yellow light.
Yellow light.
He rams through it.
Long yellow. No,
he stops.
What? And Opie just hopped on it, jumped on it right away. Ooh, you're a maniac. Stopping for that yellow.
I go, what are you doing? He goes, don't worry, I'm a maniac. I'm like, well, the first chance...
Oh, don't worry, I go right through those greens.
I go, no, that's how it started, though. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? It was a very long yellow, and he jams on the brakes to make sure. He goes, I don't want to get a ticket here. I'm like, you're not getting a ticket here.
It was 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
There's no traffic.
And then he goes, don't worry, I'll get you there. I'm a maniac driver. driver. I'm like, dude, your first chance to prove to me and Anthony that you're a maniac, you stopped at a yellow light.
Maniacs don't buckle up and worry about a ticket. They barrel through and don't give a shit. That's the definition of maniac. There's no such thing as a responsible maniac.
As you're drinking a six-pack.
I'm nuts, lock your door.
I'm a maniac, 55 saves lives.
I'll tell you one thing, sometimes someone's in my way, I'll honk right at him. Oh,
I've driven with improper tire pressure. You call me nuts.
So I just blasted him pretty bad, actually. He was not happy.
So he had his Mr. Toad's Wild Ride over here to the studio.
By the way, the longest ride from the hotel to the XM compound ever. And we've been coming here for a while now.
I drove here.
I don't even know. I'm starting to understand the neighborhoods down here.
Right,
like,
so am I.
I'm like, what are you doing?
He says there's a problem with left turns. Now, when I drove here, I have to pass, in order to get to the hotel, I have to pass the XM facility.
Right.
I look at my nav system. It says 2 miles to go. So the hotel
is 2 miles. Shouldn't take you more than 8 to 10 minutes.
At the most.
At the most.
At the most. Because if you think 60 miles an hour, that's 2 minutes. That's the way I drive. It's a 2-minute drive. But old Wacky Wicklin just driving that car, burning rubber off of there.
Where is that nut?
I hope there's a pit crew just for his car to change the tires after every time he drives, because he must just rub all the rubber off.
He was concerned about the franchise. That's what it was.
Is that it?
He was trying to protect the franchise.
You know, you're onto something, because I noticed we didn't have to drive through the ghetto.
Yeah, see? Now, the first times we were driving here, it would take us twice as long as it did with Don. Don took a good way. It didn't take that long.
Don took what's called the white route.
Oh, was that it?
Or the route. Some people say route, I say route.
I don't think that's the part that he questioned.
Yeah, that wasn't really. Your pronunciation of route and route I've heard before.
White thing.
Yeah, we weren't, there was no shootings.
There was no shootings this time around.
Last time we had a shooting.
But yeah, well documented that Megan, who was driving the Opie and Anthony van one time from the hotel to the compound, we yelled, "Oh my God, there's a shootout!" And instead of her, like, you know, hitting the gas, she decides to slow down.
On the brakes to take a look. When you see a convenience store parking lot with cop cars parked all askew and officers are using their cars as what they call cover, keep going. Keep
Nothing
going.
to see here.
Don't
and
stop.
you can probably go through the red light, because I don't think the cop's going to leave the shootout to write you up a ticket for going through a light. Don Wicklin would have gone through that light.
No, he would have stopped.
He's stopped. I don't want to get to.
He's so crazy. He would have arrested the guy and still got us here on time.
They call him Crazy Donnie. The way he drives. All right. So
and I even said that to him. Like, aren't you an ex-trooper?
Yeah, apparently he's an ex-statey.
Yeah.
They're going to cut you a little slack. Go through the fucking yellow.
Yeah, you tell him, I used to be on the job. I'm out on a mental. I'm crazy. I shot people.
Don is a kook. When you look at Don, he's nuts. There really is.
Crazy person.
He doesn't look like a nut. He looks like a gentle, sweet guy, but there is a sociopath under that. I'm telling you.
And that is the craziest crazy person. Because the guy that looks like a nut, you know to avoid. Yeah. The guy that smiles and asks if you need something and then chokes you with piano wire, that's Don.
Yep,
that's right.
That's funny.
All right, so we get here. Everything's fine. Breakfast was
wonderful,
adequate, sure thing. All right, we do the show. Now, meetings with XM execs immediately following. So here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, we get from 11 to 11:30 is our free time.
That's your free time.
So study hall.
Don't spend it all in the same place.
You know, Anthony hated high school.
Yeah, this looks
just like
a
high
schedule.
This looks like a schedule.
This is a high school schedule.
And it is, because
What period are we into right now?
Right now,
is this homeroom
this
or
is homeroom?
Yeah, this is homeroom.
First period starts at 11:30.
Yeah, no, he's right, because homeroom was kind of fun. It was all right.
Yeah, hang with your friends.
Yeah.
You all have kind of close names. You all start with the same letter.
A through W over here.
Yeah, was your homeroom like that?
I don't know if we had actual homerooms.
It was all like alphabetical.
Oh, yeah.
So I had people, you know.
Adams through Charlie over here.
Yeah. I had like Becker through me.
Yeah.
I was like the last one in the C's, and then it went to D. 11:30 to 12 noon, we had a meeting with Tony and Ed. Update on 57th Street changeover. This I like.
There you go.
This I like. This is a meeting about
progress.
Getting those goddamn cubicles out of our space. in New York City and starting to make it our own.
Well, then the part you don't see is the budget part, which is a whole other thing.
Oh, we'll be talking budget?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait.
There you go.
Ed's a cut-up, though. I like talking to him.
Of course.
We love him, actually.
He is funny, though.
We love that guy.
He actually is a terrific guy.
He won't come on the radio.
He won't go on the radio.
Why?
He's an off-air guy.
We know he's a funny guy, but you're basing that funniness on a curve of all of XM employees.
That's a good point.
Which really, kind of brings it down.
That's right. He's considered funny because he's living.
So we're getting rid of the dead weight when?
Dead weight for
up in New York.
It's not dead weight. Those are quality people. They put together terrific channels.
I love this guy.
He's perfect.
Dead weight. They're quality
for everything.
Good people. Quality channels.
If you highly rated channels,
right up until you scroll your BlackBerry down to that XM email that he sends about. Do not talk to this person. He is gone.
If you see this person in the compound,
ignore them.
Shun him.
Call security immediately. He was fired Tuesday. Jesus. But he was a quality person.
That's right.
You really say,
go ahead.
No, do you really say call security if the so-and-so shows back up like you're afraid?
Well, there are some times when people don't agree with the decision that they
job is tough, man. He's got to
So then I usually have people hovering, like in the area. Well, if someone doesn't leave, we have to, ask them through various means, force included, to leave the premises.
Have they really not wanted to leave?
There's been some people who have just loved working here. Yeah. It's a great place to be.
Oh, is that it? That they love working here so much that
we just don't want to leave.
Being fired is
going back to my Buffalo days. We had a takeover where the rock station we were competing against, Hardcore, bought our station.
Oh, those are fun.
So everyone was fired.
Yep.
And they brought us upstairs to a conference room, closed all the doors, and they fired all of us. Right? Everyone's been through this if you've been in radio.
Absolutely.
And then we go down and get our stuff, and what's waiting for us is armed guards. With weapons. Like, don't touch our CDs and our crap. They didn't want us touching anything.
I'll tell you, I've actually had to do one of those meetings before, and in one of my most recent jobs before here, when I resigned from a very, very big company, huge company.
Yeah.
When I walked in and
stock
resigned,
is huge too. Jesus Christ.
Not that one, another one.
The other huge one.
The other one. I said I resigned. They said fine. They walked in. They said, "Would you please stand up?" They actually personally escorted me out of the building. Took my card key and wouldn't let me touch the computer or anything.
I was not thrown out. I was escorted. They escorted me out.
Right.
I saw the PD at this station in Buffalo. He went for his keyboard, and there was an armed guard pretty much right next to the keyboard going, I wouldn't do that.
Was he going to shoot you?
I don't know, but
they want to bring up that DOS prompt and type F-disk, and then away you go.
The only thing they didn't care about was the prize closet, and that's where I headed.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, I made out.
Swag.
Just slamming it all into my book bags.
Maybe it's your approach, Elo. Is it? It would be great if this worked. That was good.
Well, maybe that's his approach. He's quiet.
He's quiet?
No, it's
what
not
happened
working.
to my instant replay?
I saw it, though. It looked great.
Oh, Derek.
Derek screwed up? See, I'm not allowed. I can't push any buttons from Washington, D.C.
I was going to do that. So maybe it's your approach.
You're fired!
Yeah.
I like that.
But he didn't have it up.
Don't ever call us quality people.
I would never say that about the show.
No,
thank you, Eric.
Okay, 11:30 to noon. We got that meeting about the 57th Street changeover. That I will be involved in.
That's great.
That's a good meeting.
Because the dead weight's going to be out of there soon, and we're going to have the place to ourselves.
Noon to 12:30 lunch. I'm feeling a lunch thing is building into something I'm not happy with. The first couple of times.
Well, last time you had a problem with the working lunch. You said there was no such thing as working lunches, so we got rid of the working lunch.
Yeah, but it's almost turning into a meet and greet type thing up there. Because now this is during lunchtime, obviously, noon to 12:30.
Right.
So now we got to sit there, and again, like high school, it's cliques, it's little groups. So, like the 60s, the Decades Channel people sit with each other.
The country people.
And they all whisper and look. And
Squiz is in the countries, guys. There's gonna be a fight in the schoolyard.
Yeah,
a knife fight.
A rumble.
Meet you at back.
We're cliquey people, though. It's not just them; it's us too.
Well, you got the whole clique here. You could take over the clique here. You could you have the
the tough guys.
You could be the tough guys. Just come in.
No, we can't. You guys have like a rap channel, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
We're tough until they show up.
That's right. Until they show up to work. Yeah.
Take all our cigarettes.
Uh-oh, here come the Escalades. We ain't shit.
Here it is, 12:30 to 1 after lunch. The Gary Hahn CES marketing strategy.
There you go.
Here's where I start nodding off.
You can nod off on that one.
I like
be there.
CES.
Hold on.
CES.
Let me talk about marketing for a second. We got the New York Post in front of us, right? Friday morning, I go to the corner store to get my papers, read the papers every day.
On the cover.
On the well, the back cover, which is the sports cover. The bottom quarter of the page, an Opie and Anthony ad for XM Satellite Radio.
There you go.
Very happy. What is this meeting going to entail? I see CES/marketing strategy.
Just to make sure you understand, there's all these great things that are going to happen at CES.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It's great things.
All right.
I like CES. We had a great time at CES last year. You actually can technically sleep during that one if you want.
I might snooze.
That's fine.
Okay. And I like the CES because there'll be some gambling involved.
There'll be a lot of gambling. Yes. Which actually, prior to the door incident, was the last time you and I actually talked for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
At the blackjack table.
Yes. Yeah, we were hanging at the blackjack
That's why I'm looking forward to CES.
I have a thing. It's unlike Opie. Opie makes friends with management.
But you think I want to make friends?
No, you really obviously have to.
Someone has to.
You've gone above and beyond anything that you have to do.
I don't know about that.
Look at what I do.
I would love to do what you do.
I don't talk to these people.
That would be great.
You don't talk to me either.
I don't talk to Jimmy.
I would love to be in that role.
Opie really wants to hate me. He would prefer to. It would be better for him if he hated me.
Especially with my new life, I would love to have your role, Anthony.
I have great respect for Elo as his work, and the thought of bothering him, as he is such a busy person, unless, of course, I need a car door for a car, then I will call. They were amazed, by the way, at the collision place when I went back in there to pick up the vehicle, which was done to a T perfectly. Amazed that I came up with a door. They swore my last name was Motors with the way this door came in, like it was for the president. It was a presidential door. I must thank you.
Absolutely.
Right to the top of General Motors.
Absolutely.
I like that. See that, and I don't want to distract them with things like, "How are you doing? How was your holiday?" Stupid stuff like that.
Let's get a door.
Let's get me a door. That's it.
Jimmy, how are your doors?
The old Saturn's running good. That's good, though, high-profile radio show, you're in a Saturn. It's not even a bad car.
Saturn is a quality car.
It really is, actually.
General Motors, my friend, puts out quality vehicles.
They're great.
That you should be in. You should be in with the XM built right in. Navigation system. I could get you in an Escalade for 1 to 1:30. We have a meeting with Brian. POP's Direct Marketing New XM Radios.
There you go.
That'll be fun.
That'll be good.
Now, I kind of like this, too.
You should like that.
I've seen something at one of these shows. It fits perfectly where my navigation system is in my Escalade. And it is a brand new XM unit that also shows the traffic jams.
Nav traffic. That's called.
And it fits perfectly, custom right in to the Escalade slot that my nav is. What's it going to take?
Brian Shea's your guy.
Brian's my guy?
That's why you have the meeting.
I'm enjoying this meeting. When I get things, I like the meetings.
There you go.
All right, 1:30 to 2. Chance and Ann, David Butler.
That's all PR. It's a public relations, making sure that whatever you say on this fine program, the quality program, not that you're a quality person, the quality program.
Yes, quality program.
That when hard-hitting news happens, like when Broad-Minded showed up, which I'm still floored, by the way, they're actually coming in here, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But when Broad-Minded showed up, or Al Franken shows up, and you break news, how do you get it to PR, and how does it get across the scroll on CNN, or how does it become headline on Fox News?
All right, this is something I need not be involved in.
Why? No, but it's important.
It is important.
Oh, it is important. And that's what other people do. I have no... You know something?
You should sleep during that.
I like the way you said that, what it entails, what it's going to do for the show. As far as me being there and chiming in, no.
All right, so let's say you take that half hour off.
Right.
That's your afternoon. That's your afternoon break.
How about we call it, and I'll pencil it in. Here it is. Nappy.
Nap time.
Time. Okay, there it is.
All right.
Nappy time. I'm going to get a little mat. We're going to sit down.
Pull a George Costanza. You can sleep under my desk if you want.
Have a mat. 2 p.m. Here it is. Meeting with Eric Logan - his office.
Uh-oh.
Which is always fun. I like watching you write on the glass wall.
Like a beautiful
You haven't seen my new office, though.
It's new one?
We're on the first floor now. We have a whole new floor. Yeah, a whole new floor.
Okay, this is exciting.
I've got new
I like
TVs.
his memorabilia. Do you have stuff in there?
No, I've got new TVs. We got a whole new audio-visual room. It's our new Hendrix room. It's great.
Why are we looking at an hour here?
It's probably going to be closer to 2, actually.
Oh, right. There's another problem.
There's.
Now we're talking 4 p.m. before departure?
Right. That gives you time to shower, freshen, and then we're going to go to dinner.
And then there's dinner with Elo.
Yep.
I actually enjoy the dinner with Elo. I'd rather cut the meeting off
there
and just do a early drinks and dinner.
But see, if you do that, the dinner won't. Then the dinner will be long. We're going to be at dinner till I don't know, probably 9:30, 10.
9:30, 10. Is that what you're looking at?
Something like that. Yeah.
I got to disagree. And as far as I'm concerned, more time with Elo is good. The more time. This has nothing to do with me eventually going to ask him to help me get a cheaper car. The bottom line is, it's not about that. Who cares about that? Saturns are fine. This is about more time with Elo is good time. That's what Open I say.
All right.
Should we play the game Ask Elo now, Ant?
People love Ask Elo.
We love Ask Elo. Cindy in New Jersey, what's up?
Hi, I just wanted to know if you guys saw your picture in Vanity Fair.
No.
Vanity Fair.
What was that about?
See?
Yeah,
Public relations, see? That's why you need to go to the meeting, Anthony.
No, see, look, it happened without me even knowing about it.
But you should go.
Let's just keep it that way.
What was the picture about?
It's a promotion for XM, and your picture is just as big as Tyra Banks, Ellen, Al Franken. You're in the talk news radio section of it, and it's a listing of all the channels, and it's you, Jimmy, and...
Oh, it's the pullout, right?
It's the pullout, yeah.
It's the pullout that's been in a lot of the hot magazines.
I'm liking it.
And little Jimmy's lips, they're so pursed, he looks like he's just trying to shove one out. It's really cute.
Are they pursy, my lips?
Yeah, you are.
Percy, my Percy. He didn't seem happy about it.
Thank you, Cindy. Let's go to Bone in Fresno. Bone.
Hey, this is Bo.
Hey.
Good morning.
All right.
And I feel like a total dick because I was calling to rank on the whole advertising thing, but I was looking at the back of my DirecTV on TV Direct guide, and you guys aren't prominently displayed. But if they're doing it everywhere else, man, I just feel stupid right now.
Are we mentioned at all?
Not at all.
No, there's no. It's the trifold, right? It's the back of the trifold.
It's the absolute back cover.
Yeah. It doesn't mention anybody. It just says it's just a generic thing that says XM's on DirecTV.
No, it's got all the different channels, but it doesn't have O&A.
Well, I'd have to see it. And then Anthony's going to have to go to this 2:00 meeting to try to get an answer.
Yes, I will get answers.
Please.
I know a girl in L.A. who listens to us on DirecTV. It's great.
Yeah.
I love DirecTV, and it's cool because I got XM right when I found out you guys were on, but all the people that don't know you guys are on that are getting DirecTV, it'd be great.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
Thanks. See ya.
Yeah, we love DirecTV. Getting a lot of listeners through that. What else are you working on, Eric? Anything you could announce today?
Not today.
It's never an announcement.
It's never on our
show. What about the arch enemy?
That's not true. That's not true.
That's become a farce, the arch enemy thing.
It's gonna crystallize probably in the next couple hours.
What?
So.
Couple of hours?
Yeah. I was out last week. A lot of balls dropped. I got to shake some cages this morning.
He was on vacation last week.
Oh, the whole week. Yeah, and Opie didn't bother me at all. Didn't call me once.
Nope.
Left me alone.
And
I thanked him first thing this morning.
That's what we.
Many of my compadres here at the EC, as we call it, chose not to observe the same sort of restraint.
They needed to suckle, and you weren't around.
That's right.
A lot of people need to suckle.
No suckling.
That's why he's the big boss.
They wanted puggles.
Puggle? No, you get a puggle?
I have a line on some puggles.
What about the enemy thing? What's that mean?
Arch enemy.
What?
there's somebody
there's an arch enemy coming,
joining the XM family that can be advantageous to this program and other things involving XM that should be coming on board, but like he says, it must crystallize, and then we can announce it. So people have been speculating. I like that. Crystallize.
He's waiting for the security to show up to work today.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And then we can announce who it is. So there's been all kinds of speculation as to who people think it is.
It has to come to fruition.
Ooh,
very good.
Yes. Jimmy, nice job.
Very nice.
I like
good
that.
one.
You know, the one thing in the meeting, I'll tell you, our 3 to 5:30 meeting that we're going to have.
2.5. All right.
No, I mean, we Jimmy and I had a brief conversation about this offline. That's another big word.
Offline.
Like that. Is Canada, which you desperately want to be a part of.
I thought we are a part of it.
No, you are. No, but we're going to have a very in-depth discussion about understanding, what the laws and what things are in Canada. With the head of programming for XM Satellite Radio in Canada. We're going to get him on the phone.
Oh, really?
Oh, conference call today also in the office?
We call those telcons.
He's been a big
telcons.
He's been a big supporter of this show already.
Yeah, he's a huge supporter.
Over the weekend, there was a bunch of articles on XM Canada, and we were mentioned prominently in a bunch of them.
We were.
Oh,
absolutely.
We're making
PR. See,
we're making the Canadian press big time, and this guy's sticking up for us like crazy. Because a lot of people are like, hey, Howard can't be on in Canada. Why are these guys allowed to be on in Canada?
Because we're great.
And he said something about how we're not mean-spirited and we're all about just having fun.
Silly geese, I think, is the word.
We're silly geese.
We're silly geese.
He's been tuned to 202.
202.
All right, just asking.
155. We got it confused.
Are people starting to sign up for XM Canada? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean they have this founders program where where people were able to sign up early, and they're just now starting to sell radio. So the service is up and running. So
and that counts.
Well, we'll be the same. We're going to count them separately. It's a different, it's a totally different business in Canada.
XM Canada.
XM Canada, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the .ca on the website.
Is that a publicly traded company on the Canadian exchange?
I think they're going to be public.
Going to be. Can we get on that IPO?
Come to the PR meeting. I'm sure we can find out.
Yeah, let's find that out. I want another IPO that I could get in at 19 and have it go to 13.
Yeah, I was going to say, not the Fareed way.
Shit-a-del.
Jesus.
Thanks, My Fareed. God, Fareed.
Thanks for the help.
He's not listening, Opie. He's got a young 20-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, he's pretty much
She's 21 now.
21 now?
I think so.
He's blown off his company.
He
runs the company. He's blown it off for young snaps.
Is he dating a 20-year-old?
Yeah.
He's got to be at least 33, 34.
Yeah, at least. That should be, when I go to Yahoo and check my stocks, and there's a little asterisk next to the company name that means that there's news for that company. Every bit of news should be Fareed is having sex with a 21-year-old girl today. And that's why the stock is going down or not moving up or whatever the hell it's doing. That is what they call a cock tease stock.
All right, let's play Ask Elo before he gets out of here. Joe in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, guys. I'm glad you guys are on the air, but I got a bone to pick with Eric Logan.
Oh, boy.
And that is that he's got 900 baseball stations going on, and he takes XM 82, the system, off of the air to put effing Christmas music on. He sucked.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean, sir?
The underground. What do you say? What do you say?
They've turned like 3 or 4 stations into all Christmas music.
All Christmas
how many stations are going?
5 total.
5
Christmas
XM channels are now all Christmas.
But is that going to go into like April and May?
No, it'll be over at Christmas. That's kind of the point.
Yeah. What's the strategy between 5 of them?
Well, there's so many different types of music that you can play. There's country, there's traditional.
Is there going to be country Christmas?
Yes.
And rockin' Christmas?
Yes.
And I gotcha.
And then we have a classical, then we even have the wacky Christmas.
Where can I find
Wacky Christmas?
Where can I find my favorite, Pat Boone?
Pat Boone, he will be on the Holly channel.
He sings some
traditional Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Bing Crosby, you get on that.
Standards.
Yeah.
What's wacky?
No, not Pat Boone. Andy Williams.
Andy that's still going to be same place.
Right. I like Andy Williams.
What's wacky Christmas? Like Grandma got run over by a rain?
Exactly.
That's a funny one.
I saw Mama kissing Daddy under the mistletoe.
Well, Joe's mad. Joe's going to come back in a few weeks.
Joe, I listen. Last year we chose some other. What's that?
How come you couldn't just put it on one of the stations that have the baseball on it? Because there's nothing going on in the baseball stations now. It was the only good club station you guys got, and now it sucks. I'm so effing mad right now. It's not even fun.
Dude, those stations make you want to drive off the highway. Don't.
The underground. We have 3 other dance channels.
Yeah. They could have just bumped the baseball station and left the club station on.
They put that club station on at the restaurant we go to around the corner from the hotel. Yeah,
BPM?
XM is in there.
Well, see, they probably were listening to the system. Then they realized, Christmas, I'll go to another dance channel.
Right.
Which is why we have more than one.
That guy didn't realize that.
That's right.
He's stuck there listening to Christmas music.
I had people who were very angry that we took off Ngoma. And, Ngoma was a tough decision. It was it was the African music channel. It was tribal African music.
And that was taken off?
Yeah. We replaced that, and now we have Solo Route, which is one of our fine French music channels we have.
We're African. The thing is that your demo is not people who listen to African music. Where are they going to carry the XM? They don't drive. Most of them they're running.
I didn't even realize there was an African...
One of the reasons, Anthony, why we chose to replace that channel.
Let's go to Dirk in New Jersey. Dirk!
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, mister.
First of all, fine job. Secondly, ELO, when I'm watching DirecTV and I skip onto the Soul channel, the name of the song is properly named. And let's say I go to the Squiz or Ethel, the songs are 2 songs delayed. Why is that? The name of the song. Why
those are, that is, when we put this thing together as fast as we did.
Around.
Yeah, we listen. We know there's some problems. We're working on it, and we were working over one of the many calls I had last week on my vacation was as referred to the display data, or as we call that, pad data.
Pad data. And my friend, I believe top priority with this was getting the music up and running,
which we did
before some of the other technical things can be taken care of. Just be happy the music's there, my friend.
But it's going to get fixed, don't worry.
If I'm not stepping on your toes by jumping in.
No, please.
Elo.
Ask Elo. Let's say hi to Ted in New Jersey. Ted?
Hey, guys, I had a question for Elo.
All right.
Trying to get my wife to enter into a threesome with me. How can I really convince her of that?
Well, if you go to xmradio.com, there's a great assortment of new radios. It makes a great holiday gift.
Here's what you do. You tell her there's 2 buckets. One where she's smiling and happy, and one she has a black eye in.
Thank you, guys, and thank you, Haircut.
We'll draw that up on the glass when we get at my office.
Yeah, figure it out. There's got to be a
buckets.
Rob on Long Island. Rob?
How you doing, guys? Jimmy, great show Saturday night.
Thanks, buddy.
It's awesome. Elo, I have a big pothole in front of my driveway. Do you know any way I can get that fixed?
Yeah, there's a... Yeah, can't you call... Wasn't the thing you could just call the mayor? Are you in Manhattan? Just call Giuliani.
Call the mayor.
Call the mayor.
First of all, Giuliani's not the mayor anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but he has nothing to do. That's my point.
I would also say if you want to fill a gigantic pothole, just drop your Sirius unit in it. That should be perfectly acceptable.
Their new units are just terrible. I can't say that.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. I can't say
And they're getting their ass kicked in the Flyers, by the way.
Oh.
We're selling radios for, what, $29?
Yeah, we've got like $29 radios. And
I think I saw it in a Best Buy ad, like the Roadie, I think it was, for $29.
$29.
And right next to them was the Sirius crap, and it was like twice the price. I'm like, you
and
dummies.
twice the size.
You dummies.
Yeah, but the good thing about their portable unit, though, is if you want to just record something and listen to it, you can kind of do that, which is kind of nice, as opposed to listening to it live.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's great when it comes to sporting events. Just pray no one tells you the score of the ball game.
That's good when you got football all year. You just download the game and don't watch it on TV. Just walk around the kitchen alone and listen to it later. Fucking assholes.
All right.
4 o'clock on a Tuesday. It's like, will he make it? Does the field goal go through?
Exactly.
Oh my God! What about the Giants? That was just
beautiful.
They should lose. I actually stayed up all night to watch the Jets game too.
Why would you watch the Jets?
Because I was pulling for you. I
gave up on the Jets.
It's over.
But they almost
It's all about hockey. The Islanders beat the Flyers. That's all I care about. No, as soon as Chad went down, season over.
Yeah, but Bollinger's got some hope, I got to tell you.
He's not that bad, actually, now that they're giving him some playing
When did
time.
he get hurt, Chad? Is he hurt again?
Holy shit.
First game of the year.
I haven't been watching football this year.
He went down, and they get Vinny, and Fielder went down. We've lost 3 quarterbacks, basically.
Fielder went down in the same game.
Yeah. So we lost 2 of our quarterbacks the first game. That's when I said season over.
Is Chad out for the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What happened to him?
He might be...
collarbone.
He might be
done. He may be done.
Collarbone?
Yeah.
He might be done.
I think it's the second one.
Yeah. And then they went and got Vinny. I'm like, game over.
Yeah.
Time to watch hockey. And then root for that draft pick.
That's right. Hold out for the Reggie Bush.
We lost to the Saints. Ugh. Oops. And the Giants, they lost to the Seahawks 24-21.
You know, I went to that Museum of American History yesterday. And it was a lot of fun. Somebody actually had a Sirius unit and put it down, and people started taking pictures of it. They thought it was Eli Whitney's cotton gin. See, because it's big.
It's a big spinning wheel.
Ancient technology.
Anything else, Elo?
No, the only thing to add to the meetings for tomorrow is we do have some HR meetings, so that's it for tomorrow.
Give us a big announcement on our
meetings
show.
tomorrow?
I promise you.
But none for us, right?
Oh. What's that?
No meetings for us tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. No, there's meetings.
There can't be.
Yeah, it does.
There cannot be.
I have a 12 o'clock train back to the Big Apple, as I like to call
there
it.
There cannot be. He's got to be lying. Look, he's lying. You fibber. Wait a minute.
Ant's too smart for you.
I'd meet with Human Resources.
Wednesday.
So you meet with him today?
Oh, Tuesday.
Give us a big announcement today.
I will get you a big announcement this week, I promise.
Real big?
Real big. Possibly 2.
I have one.
What?
I can't say it.
What is it?
Sirius has AIDS.
Pretty much they do. It's not working out for them like they thought.
I will be leaving that front gate tomorrow, 11:01. That is when I will be pulling out and driving home, hopefully.
Pointing north?
Yes, that's it.
All right.
Northbound.
All right. We're going to take a break and continue with the Opie and Anthony program live from Washington, D.C. Elo, thank you.
Anytime, boys. Anytime, boys.
He's off to his meetings. We'll see you later, okay?
You got it.
Make no mistake about it. Ooh. These are evildoers.
Yes. Blah, 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 blah.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show, live from Washington, D.C.
They have no justification for their actions.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
This is evil.
Diggity. That's the real deal. Yeah, that's what we do. That's the real deal. That's the shit. That's the real deal. Yeah, that's what we do. That's the real deal. That's the shit.
Motherfucker, dance!
Take it.
Dance, motherfucker, dance!
Take it.
Dance, motherfucker, dance!
Take it.
Dance, motherfucker!
Take
I want to hear some music, man! Shut your face! I want to hear some music, man! I want to hear some music, man! Shut your face! I want to hear some music, man!
like it, like it. Give the virus to me. I like it, like it. Opie and Tommy. I like it, like it. Give the virus to me. Take it in.
Real deal. Yeah, that's what we do. That's the real deal. That's the shit. That's the real deal. Yeah, that's what we do. That's the real deal. That's the shit. That's the real deal. Yeah, that's what we do. That's the shit. From 8 or 8, they gotta be like, this friend.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, it's crazy and addicting.
I want more friends.
Hey,
you
man,
have enough friends.
I don't. You got plenty of friends, Jimmy. This is the Opie and Anthony program, spreading the virus across America thanks to XM Satellite Radio. Tell your friends about us, especially when we're kicking ass. You hear something really good on the show, you share it with somebody else, and then the virus slowly but surely spreads.
Right.
And then we get to do bigger and bigger gigs for everybody.
Yes.
And we'll get bigger guests and all that. That's how all that crap works. Okay.
That's how that works.
That's right. We should get into this anti-gay short film targeted at teenage boys that Steve found. I guess it goes back to 1961. And it's titled, Boys Beware.
Boys Beware.
Boys Beware.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, there's gay out there.
Homosexuals.
There's some of that gay out there, and they're targeting your teenage boys.
Of course they are. What are you going to do? Go for the old wrinkled ones? You want a buttocks that are tight as a drum.
God didn't want you to touch him. He wouldn't have made Laotian boys looking like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your drum sound. I didn't know you were doing it. I'm just jumping out with my hotness.
Yeah, of course they would go after the teenage boys.
Yes, oh dear.
They're not going to roam the hallways of the VA hospital.
No. Yeah, that guy's hot. What? The geese like, they got to be all tender.
They like him young and fresh. All right, do we have that clip there, Derek? By the way, we brought the whole crew down here.
The whole gang.
E-Rock is here.
Who I was up much too late with drinking with last night.
Except for Travis. He stayed home. I think he felt that there might be some kind of a problem on the train ride, and he decided to play it safe.
Yeah, playing it safe.
That's right.
That's what Travis is all about.
Like I said, we got the whole gang here. We got E-Rock.
Even E-Rock.
Nathaniel, who did a great job at Caroline's, opening up for Jim Norton.
He did do a very fine job.
He's down here. Steve, of course. Ben, with a new haircut that makes it look like he's wearing a wig or something. We haven't even got into that yet.
Really? I didn't even notice.
I just saw his sweater like that. He's like a tall 6-year-old. That's what Ben is dressed like. He has a little red stripe on it. Nice sweater, faggot.
And, of course, Derek is here as well, so we got the whole gang.
Keeping my my instant replay off.
That's right.
Like a good boy.
Why don't we play this clip and see where it goes, okay?
That looks innocent enough, doesn't it? Lots of young people hitchhike. Seems like a good way to get from one place to another. But sometimes there are dangers involved that never meet the eye. So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly. One never knows when the homosexual is about. Let's take the case of Jimmy Barnes. Jimmy played baseball all afternoon, and he didn't feel like walking home, so he decided to thumb a ride.
Oh, boy.
He'd done it 100 times before. He didn't think anything was unusual when the driver struck up a friendly conversation.
Suck my cock.
He seemed like a real nice guy. What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick. A sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious. A sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual, a person who demands an intimate relationship with members of their own sex. So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly, if they try to win your confidence too quickly, and if they become overly personal. One never knows when the homosexual is about. He may appear normal.
And chances are he did the music that you're hearing right now.
That's great. It's contagious. Once they get that dick in you.
You just got to have more.
Wow.
It's a disease.
We've come a long way, huh? Holy crap.
Achoo. Oh, great. You got faggot all over me.
How do I cure the faggot in me?
It's contagious.
Wow, 1961.
Trolling around. Yeah, whenever gays or blacks or Asians or anybody says that things are really bad, just take a little trip down memory lane. Drag up some old audio like that. But the gays have come a long, long way. Parading down the streets now, got their own gay day parades.
They don't have to hide anymore.
No hiding.
Lucky us.
In the restaurants, just talking about gay issues.
You can always tell when the homosexual is about on Halloween because half of the fucking city is closed down while they parade around in tight pants, which tempt everyone.
How to spot a homosexual? Chaps with no ass.
The costume of the queer.
Man.
Good luck to you.
Well, they sure did.
Is there more to that audio? That's fantastic.
That's about it. That's all we have right now.
The homosexual is about.
Need more. He's about. Out and about.
Kid plays baseball, just wants a ride.
A ride from a stranger. I'd like to see what that film looks like. Like, what does the gay guy look like? Just a normal dude? Is he wearing a hat?
Probably smiles a lot.
Is he dressed like Clark Kent in the old Superman TV show?
Did Steve see the video?
Fedora.
Have you seen the video? Oh, yes, he has. All right,
he lived it.
Here comes Steve.
The homosexual will touch your smooth Lebanese arms.
Steve, what's the video all about?
The video is a short. It's the short film, and the homosexual guy looks like what's Ron Howard's brother's name? Clint Howard, I think.
Clint Howard.
Yeah, he kind of looks like that with that big, awful bald spot.
Jesus. Yeah, and he's picking him up in a Prius.
Yes, exactly.
Little hybrid car.
Exactly.
Could you step in after your baseball game?
And does he have crazy eyes or anything?
No, it's not. It's just he's tooling around in his old Studebaker, and
Studebaker.
It might be, I don't know. But
driving with his dick. Hello, young man.
And he's tooling around picking up boys.
And the lad gets in the car. And how is it too friendly? How is he too friendly?
He's too friendly. He's like, patting him on the back kind of thing.
A little touching going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Like now kind of bond with him, laughing.
Yeah, it's nothing too overt. Remember, this is 1961.
Yes,
so
but now it just goes from instructional to hot.
Yeah. Boy plays ball all day. He needs his back rubbed.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
A little sweat on the bag. He's gonna dab it dry with his handkerchief.
Think the kid has a huge cock. It's just his cup. You're all disappointed.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, that's probably what happens in those depraved minds.
It's a great line.
Valid point.
It's a great line.
Love those old movies.
They're really great.
Damn.
All right, Steve.
Thank you.
Also, we got some Dickie Goodman remixes in.
Yeah.
This thing, it might take off. We're not really sure. Just before Thanksgiving. Do you even remember doing a show before Thanksgiving? That Wednesday show was so fucking out there. I heard the replay.
Yeah.
We were just goofing off more than usual.
Why not? It was fun.
And we were talking about all the bad songs that came out in the 70s. One of them was the Dickie Goodman Mr. Jaws.
Mr. Jaws.
Mr. Jaws song.
Yeah.
Do we have that? We should play that again for everybody.
Or at least a piece of it.
We'll play the whole damn thing. I think it's only, a minute and a half or something like that, 2 minutes long.
It's so bad.
Well, I want to play this as an example, because now what's happening, the listeners are now trying to make their own Dickie Goodman-type songs for the radio show.
They're Dickie Goodman songs. Dickie Goodman used to do these little narratives, and he'd be like a reporter on the street. And he'd ask questions, and the questions were answered by popular music of the day.
Yes.
Like he'd take a line from a song that was very, very popular when he wrote this. So now not only are the songs all dated, but the whole gimmick itself is hacky, and the questions and then the answers with the music are just douche-chilling. It's horrible. But these were hugely popular back when he did them.
And, the listeners are sitting in their own. And they're just as bad.
They're bad. They're not doing good Dickie Goodman impressions.
That's why I want to. That's why I want to replay the original.
Here on the street, like stupid Dickie does.
Yeah, that's why we want to replay the original so they get a better idea. And then we're listening to the ones that the listeners submitted.
Yeah.
And these fucking guys, holy crap, they put us in a really uncomfortable situation. There's one that we will play for everybody that's extremely racist. Extremely.
Yeah, the guy just put together a bunch of, he just went the complete racist route. It's not even funny.
What do you do, take a bunch of things that we've said?
Yeah, and not...
And there's a fine black gentleman that was helping out Jaime.
Yeah.
In studio, getting ready for the broadcast. And over the monitors, as we're sitting here reading the papers, getting ready for the show...
Grabbed his writing hand. And the bottom line is, this is what a great comic sense he has. You don't say hand twice, shitface. It should have been, why are you ripping at my wrist? Wouldn't you give your hand to a friend? You hide the joke a little.
Right, hide it a little.
The sad part?
He did hide the joke.
Yeah.
Completely.
He buried it under dreck.
It's been 30 years and no one's found it either.
The sad part, that song was huge when it came out.
Huge.
When did it come out? Like 1976, right around the time the movie came out, 77 or whatever?
Right after the
movie.
And
it was massive, and he had a few of these back in the day.
Who was laughing at that, though? Like, who would hear that guy do the hustle?
Did you hear the Jaws song on the radio, Dickie Goodman? God, is that funny.
What stations played it? You think NEW played
Everybody
it? Every
pop station.
Pop station was playing that
pop station.
Crap.
That was heard on AM radio. All right, so the listeners have sent in their own. And we got to start somewhere. You guys got to understand that. And someone made one for Space Hitler.
Space Hitler.
This bizarre concept that Anthony came up with out of nowhere.
It's one of my favorite new characters. It's like a comic book character.
It's slowly but surely developing.
Yeah, people have photoshopped it on the message boards. They've taken it upon themselves to take Hitler and put him in space-like situations. I even did one. I put him in a Flash Gordon movie poster. Space Hitler. Wonderful. It's a great concept that someone should run with it. Someone with talent. You don't understand Space Hitler?
Not yet.
I never heard of it.
No.
Because there's no such thing. I made it up.
No, but I mean, I didn't even hear your character.
It's not really a character. It's just take Hitler and put him in space. He obviously didn't work too well here on Earth.
No.
But in space, where he's battling evil, he's so evil that he'd probably do well. No good. There's no good people because they would be trying to fight Hitler. Space Hitler just fucks with evil people in space.
Yeah, like the aliens that are kind of taking a look at us.
And he takes like Nazi stuff, but it's space-age Nazi stuff.
So you're saying
the Panzer tank is now like a Panzer ship.
Oh.
And Space Hitler's dressed like Hitler, but only it's very futuristic garb.
It's a tighter uniform?
Yeah, like Mylar.
Yeah.
So he'd probably like Darth Vader, yet try to kill Darth Vader's voice.
Right. And try to kill the guy that actually made the movie.
Right.
And produced it. And all the producers in Hollywood.
But Peter Cushing he'd be very fond of.
Of course he would.
All right, well.
I just like, same little mustache, which is kind of ridiculous in space. But that's part of his look, so you Space Hitler.
Well, P. Niggity came up with a Space Hitler thing done the Dickie Goodman way.
Of course it is.
Let's take a listen. See if we could get through the whole thing. That's the goal when you send this stuff in to us.
All right.
To get us to get to the end. Hit it.
This is London calling. Here is a news flash. The German radio has just announced that Hitler is dead. Repeat that. The German radio has just announced that Hitler is dead.
We're here in outer space with a 20th century dictator and a 21st century rocket ship. Here's Space Hitler. Space Hitler, you killed yourself near the end of World War II. How is it that you're traveling through outer space? I don't know! Very interesting.
Yeah, I just want to stop it for a second.
I like it already.
Of course, Jimmy likes it.
Can you back it up slightly if you can? Well, the guy's not using the... If you guys are going to do these, we want you to do
You got to use the excited Dickie Goodman voice.
Got to do the Dickie Goodman.
Yeah. Mr. Space Hitler.
Right, exactly.
He's just like...
Overly
hey,
excited. We're
Space
here.
Hitler. You died in World War II. Why are you in space? No. I'm here on the street talking to Space Hitler.
There you go. Anyone
Have some
can do
excitement.
That voice. All right, let's get back to it. P negative.
How is it that you're traveling through outer space?
I don't know!
Very interesting, Space Hitler. You are rumored to have exterminated 6 million Jews. Can you give us your reaction? Very funny, Space Hitler. Is there another group of minorities you've had your sights set on for total annihilation this time around? What were you thinking when colored athlete Jesse Owens did so well in the 1936 Berlin Olympics? Here comes Benito Mussolini, or should I call him Space Duce? Benito, anything that you'd like to say about Space Hitler?
He's my favorite honky!
Space Hitler, how did Ava Braun take the cyanide on that final day in the bunker? Any thoughts on racial integration?
I know kin to the monkey, no.
That's all the time we have for today. Farewell, Space Hitler.
Okay. Alrighty. Look, he got some really bad songs in there, which is part of the bit.
Yeah.
You can't try to do it well. You got to put some real bad things in there.
He gets a passing grade.
Passing grade.
Better than Dickie Goodman.
Yeah.
Give him a C+.
C+. I don't like his Dickie Goodman impression or lack thereof.
Yeah, you need to do the Dickie Goodman impression if you're going to do these.
Yeah, it's got to be very exciting.
Yes.
And, yeah, he had a couple of bad ones. That was good, though. He's my favorite honky.
All right. There were a couple laughs in there.
Yeah.
The next one was sent in by Inbred. Let's take a listen to this one.
These are two of the best observers of our current social culture and the funniest guys ever to crack a mic. So please welcome to XM, Ungagged, Opie and Anthony.
Hello, my friend, hello.
It's really good to have you here. We have an audience full of O&A fans, and they'll get shot at you throughout the hour here. But now that you're officially ungagged, what do you have to say for yourself?
Wait,
stop.
Hey, fuckface, how about this? One line from the song, not the whole thing, and then the chorus.
Right. You just need...
You forgot the guitar solo, shithead.
You just need We're Not Gonna Take It.
Right. Yeah, not We're Not Gonna Take It. Hump. No, we're not gonna take it. Hump. But where we get it.
We so get it.
We're not gonna take it. Really? You're not?
Quick and easy.
And he's not even asking the questions. These are questions that are from our interview we did here at XM.
He may have had a sour stomach.
Oh, was that it?
You want to listen to
the Pan Dog's back on television.
Oh, look.
We need audio of this.
Yeah,
I want to hear the happy, peppy
Can we get audio today?
Talking about the Pan Dog. Look at the smiles. They're so happy and laughing about the Pan Dog. Now go into a bus fire.
Yeah, they're a bunch of phonies, though. They didn't even acknowledge that someone got hit at the Thanksgiving Day parade.
No.
By the light fixture or whatever.
Thank you, sir.
What's this?
That was a good counterpoint.
A counterpoint? Oh, the Pan Dog, cute. Another dog story. Woman mauled to death by dogs. A pack of 6 dogs mauled a 76-year-old woman to death as she worked in her yard. Lillian Lorraine Stiles was riding on a lawnmower. That must have just been some scene. In her front yard. She was confronted by the dogs described as... What kind of dogs?
German Shepherds.
Anyone?
I have an idea.
German Shepherds. When was the last time a German Shepherd attacked someone? 1964.
What?
I believe.
What? They're finally cured? They still have it in them.
German Shepherds never attack people anymore.
I got bit on the side of the knee by a damn German Shepherd.
What year?
19... I was probably listening to Dickie Goodman.
Dickie Goodman. Mr. Dog, these are Pit Bull Rottweiler mixed breeds.
Okay, there you
But
go.
who would see that being a violent? That's like an anomaly.
Attacked when she got off the mower and headed to her house. An old 76-year-old woman running as fast as she can, thinking she's going to outrun some dogs. Severe bites over her entire body. Man tried to help, and he was bitten on the leg. Whoa.
Why wouldn't you just run them over with the mower, stupid?
Stay on your mower and just try to run them over.
They confronted her. Hey, bitch, turn that mower off, and she just refused. Run them over.
I predict you will never see woman mauled to death by puggles.
No.
Woman mauled to death by pan dog. You will not see that. You might read a 76-year-old woman died from cuteness overdose.
Her heart burst.
A pack of puggles came and licked her face with love.
And like dolphins, they try to nudge her into the house to get her to the phone.
Right.
Try to help her.
Help her.
All right, well, that's a sad story.
I can't wait until the first pit bull attacks the first pan dog and just tears its fat little stomach out. Fucking pan dog guts all over a white rug.
Disemboweled.
All right. Are we going to try some more of this inbred one?
I say we give it one more moment.
Yeah. All right, let's give it another moment. We're listening to Inbred doing his Dickie Goodman remix here for the Opie and Anthony show. Hit it.
So you bringing your crew back with you?
Herky jerky band. Steve the Bear.
Do any new bits for the internet, or could you do that?
Internet is for poor. Internet is for poor.
There's a room full of your fans out here who've come from as far away as New Jersey. Step up to the mic. Tell us your name, though.
I'm Dan from New Jersey. Are you going to have any more Asbury Park type festivals?
On the road again.
Dan just gave me the 1 minute wow sign, and I said to myself, no way.
There's a minute left?
No way.
My favorite part of the song is, what do you think of the guy who made this song? And we have to find a sound clip where it says, I hope he gets cancer.
Might be a hard clip to find it.
Good point, Ed. Good
musical
point.
format.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. We're
Something
done.
out of Rent, perhaps, we could find. Where's my robe? Up, 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 up.
We want to thank Inbred for...
I need my soup today.
Only broth, as you know. I can't hold anything down.
Can't hold it down. Can't hold it down.
And then you have little things dressed like food particles. He threw us right up. He threw us right up. No, what's that?
He thought he had the sniffles one day.
The guy in a dog costume. He can't even walk me anymore.
All right, we're done with Inbred.
Sores. I'm covered in sores.
A guy dressed like a penis with just brown all over the top going, this is how this problem started.
Stay away, way from the cock. Big finale.
with the Rockettes. All right, want to try the next one here?
All right.
The next one came in from Rob C. Mr. Norton and Friends.
Oh.
His Dickie Goodman remix for the Opie and Anthony program.
We're here in the Opie and Anthony studios talking to co-host Jim Norton. Mr. Norton, I'd hate to ask, what is that in your chest?
What's great for a snack? It sits on your back. It's love.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Why on earth would you do that?
I'm a scat man.
I don't really understand. You mean to tell me that...
Oh, shit all over your face, kid.
That is revolting. At least you seem to have a lovely lady with you. Excuse me, miss. What's your story?
I'm just a sweet friend.
Ugh. Well, anyway, if you don't mind me saying, Mr. Norton, you're looking quite thin. What's your secret? Exercise? Diet? AIDS? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Did you just say you had... Okay, I guess I did hear you. So what do you do in your spare time as you slowly waste away?
You just sit at home and masturbate.
With me now is Martini Steve, the producer of the Opie and Anthony Show. So you've successfully duped the O&A fans into doing your production work for you again. How do you keep pulling this scam?
Yogi Bear is smarter than the average bear.
Steve, many of your promos feature deep-voiced socialites, houseboys named Ramon, and extreme violence towards women. How do you explain this?
'Cause I'm American psychopath.
Ramon, hybrid cars are for faggots.
Just arriving is executive producer Ben Sparks. I'd hate to ask, but what happened to your hair?
Here comes the story of Eric Kane.
Oh God, you're herking and jerking like crazy. And what is that bulging out of your shorts?
I've got big balls.
Is there any new gossip you'd like to tell us about, Mr. Sparks? Perhaps a new rumor about Tom Brady? Oh God, I can't understand a word he's saying. So anyway, sorry, Mr. Sparks, I'm a bit distracted. Mr. Norton keeps staring at me. Mr. Norton, why do you have that look on your face?
I wanna sex you up.
Are you trying to say you want to
rape me?
No, wait, Mr. Norton, that's not the way this record is supposed to end. Help! Oh God!
You've got the
Excellent. Now that's the way it's done.
Not bad.
He could have had more of a Dickie Goodman delivery, but I won't hold that against him because his material was very strong.
Yes, definitely. That.
Who was that?
That also gets a passing grade. Rob C. came up with that one.
Rob C. Bravo.
Yes, a little more Dickie Goodman.
Yeah.
But very good, Rob. Very good. The next one was the very racist one that we were listening to before the show as one of the XM employees was trying to help Jaime out in the background.
This is horrible. But it's our open forum, this program, and this guy decided to go I can understand maybe putting one in, but the guy just goes the complete direction of every joke here has to be horribly racist, and with those horrible racist songs. I don't know where he even got him. Couldn't have been this program.
All right, well, it's Johnny Griswold. He does a lot for the radio program. How long is it? 4 minutes?
Oh, my God. No way we're making it 4 minutes.
Well, I don't know, guys. I think that, as they say, I may not agree with what you say, but I'll die for your right to say it.
We just might.
Why don't we... We'll hit play, and we'll see how far we get with this one. Right. Johnny Griswold.
Good morning, everybody. This is Johnny Griswold, and this is Whackbag Radio. Today we have Opie, Anthony, and Jim Norton in studio. Hey, guys. First off, how many hours a day are you guys on the air?
White power, 1, 2, 3, 4!
Okay, 4 hours. And in 4 hours, you guys spend a little time talking about Howard Stern, the man who says he is the pioneer of satellite radio. What do you think of Howard Stern?
We hate all shooters!
Well, I imagine that would be your response. Anthony, it seems like you guys have a little war going with Stern. What's his response been thus far? And you always refer to Robin as the whole. Why is that?
I like sugar and I like tea, but I don't like niggers. No, siree. There's two known things that'll make me puke. That's a hog eating slop and a big black spook.
Enough about the Stern Show. Opie, you're known as the mean one. Where does that anger come from?
I don't think they'll show me the way.
And Anthony, a lot of people have said your anger comes from your divorce. What did your ex-wife do that has you so angry?
That scumbag motherfucker ran off with a nigger.
And a lot of fans want to know why you have so many guns, Anthony.
The house next door to me's been sold to niggers.
Oh, my God.
Yep, that would do it. Opie, you recently had some homeless people in the studio. What's the smell like in there?
Some niggers never die.
All right.
Listen, man.
All right, look.
4 in a row? I can understand why.
The guy just went a little overboard
There's
on
2 minutes to go?
Yes, and I think we should... Again, it's an open forum just because I don't have to actually face the glass and see who might be out there.
No, that's pretty white in there.
This is just ridiculous. Every 4 in a row. Just mix it up a little.
Exactly. Let's see. Maybe the next one isn't. I
Even
give this guy
Dickie
credit.
Goodman mixed it up a little.
All right. Get ready to push pause, though, because we might try to guess the song he uses. Go ahead.
They just smell that way.
You guys take a lot of calls. Any state you hate taking calls from and why?
I'm an Alabama nigger and I want to be free. Hell with the NAACP.
Opie, you say that O&A always win in the end. Why is that? Finally, Jimmy, you don't really like trannies, do you? Thanks, guys. Any final thoughts?
Is that it? I think that's it.
I got to tell you, too, the important thing I learned is a couple of those songs were actually not that bad.
Oh, really?
Meaning not with the saying, but the actual songs themselves. They have a nice little beat to them.
Earl in Chicago.
God damn, dudes. God damn, this is bad.
Hey, Earl, go ahead. We just got you on the air. What's up?
This is bad. This is horrific. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
We didn't put that stuff together.
I'm not y'all. Why individuals making bad songs like this?
Oh. I don't know.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really offended. This is funny as hell to me.
I guess there's a market for those songs. I've never heard most of them, except when played in parodies. Like, you hear them as a goof, but I never heard them really sung on a station.
Oh, God. I've never heard anything that racist before in my life, but it's funny as hell to me.
All right, Earl.
My God, it's just one after another.
All right, well, that was Johnny Griswold. We have one more to play today. We're hoping to get more in and better ones in. Make sure you really do the Dickie Goodman impression, okay?
Little Dickie Goodman trivia, by the way.
Ooh, what, Ant?
You know, Dickie died in 1989 at the age of 55.
Good.
Self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
No kidding.
Somebody finally play his song for him?
He took a second, had a moment of clarity, and looked back on his career.
I thought that was funny.
Blam.
There's a
blam.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say Dickie Dwyer. Dickie, please, you don't have to make any more of those songs. He's pulling it out of a bag.
Could be an idea for a listener. Interview Dickie Goodman about his career.
Yeah, of course.
And where it went wrong.
Did he really kill himself in 89?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess the Dickie Goodman song about the Berlin Wall coming down wasn't working out too well for him.
No.
Couldn't find enough songs to make it work.
About that, to make that work, right.
Yeah, after the one Pink Floyd reference he probably put in there, he was like, all right, nothing else.
I got nothing. Bam.
Well, who are we to say? Johnny Griswold's getting rave reviews on the phone lines. Proving that we're broadcasting all over America. Let's go to Dave in Georgia. Dave.
That's the funniest fucking song. And one of those songs, I used to live in Texas, and they used to play it at a nightclub. And there were a few darker people in there, but they even liked it. It was kind of funny. But that's the funniest fucking bit you guys done in 2 weeks, man.
Let's clear this up. I doubt they liked it, but they just kind of felt like, well, we'll just kind of tap along so we don't get the shit beat out of us by these hillbillies. I thought they liked it, sir.
Good point, Jimmy.
Yeah, they laughed along. Well, there was 2 of them.
There was 2, and there was 500 white guys in the bar.
With their fucking names on their own belt buckles.
Right.
That's fucking great, guys. Punch it out.
Yeah, they were enjoying it. Sure they were. All right, finally, we got Carmine from the Bronx to wrap up this Dickie Goodman thing. Hopefully we'll have more tomorrow. It's Ant and the Dolphin. In parentheses, it says awful.
Awful?
Right off the bat. I don't want anyone to have high expectations. Right off the bat, it says awful.
The other one didn't say awful?
Get him out of here. No kids.
No, the other one said very racist.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Let's take a listen and see what this one's all about. Ant and the Dolphin. It's Carmine from the Bronx.
Opie, I am having sex with a dolphin, and he's dynamite! I hear the dolphins are pretty horny. Dolphins are very intelligent, highly emotional, and expressive creatures.
Express yourself.
Are you a homo if you have sex with a male dolphin? A bottlenose dolphin, their junk is around averaging 12. They're packing 12. And the thrusting and the force of when they finish can cause serious internal injuries resulting in possible death. You never want to get F to death, right?
Yeah.
That's where it ends, all right.
You know what this dubby did? It's like
Holy crap.
he doesn't ask questions.
He could have wrecked the bit for everybody.
He
right
says
there.
something and then just plays a song that kind of touches that. Like he'll say, so I went out yesterday and I didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Asshole, you can't find songs and then work a story around it.
The
cheater.
The guy almost killed the bit.
Almost. We stopped it just in time, I think.
So Anthony, do you need your education? We don't need no. All right. Wow, that was really clever. That guy's a bum.
He's a hoot.
He's a mamalook. What?
All right, well,
Douchebag.
that's the first batch, Anthony.
What are you trying to say? That he's a shit dick? Shit dick! Wow, good writing.
All right. So,
and he would just tie it in really terribly. So, Anthony, how much would it cost to have sex with a dolphin? Money. Oh, I get it. That's what you spend.
It's horrible.
okay. I saw the Mad Mexican wandering.
I saw him pop in.
He was lurking.
You had a what?
You have to go do something. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's too bad.
To do
what?
You know how you were talking about like Thanksgiving and it's like a rerun?
Yeah.
That's how I feel with Mad Mexican.
Yeah, every appearance.
Every time we're down here in Washington, he wants to come on the radio with us. He has nothing new to say.
That's not true. He sometimes will laugh and talk about his dog.
He's going to talk about his dog. He's going to talk about his dog. We're going to say, wow, you're wearing something that says Chicago on it, and it's not because you like the band, it's because your dog's name is Chicago.
What new can we get out of the Mad Mexican?
And then we're going to go, hey, are you going to say hi to us when you start your
on
show?
The show?
And then he's going to go, yeah. At 10 o'clock, tune in. And then we tune in at 10, and we hear a lot of Spanish words, and we hear Jim Norton, Opie, and Anthony in English.
You hear Opie and Anthony, then you'll hear more just incoherent nonsense, and then Jim Norton something extraordinaire.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Here's what we do in the Mad Mexican. This is how we get some good radio.
Yes.
We take his clothes off. Stay with me. This is good. We hook little sensors up to his penis, and we show him episodes of Zoom, and we see how long it takes him to get a hard on. I say 8 seconds. Zoom. Fucking jelly bean creep.
Oh yeah, jelly beans. Okay. All right, let's play a little game. He's going to talk about his dog, Chicago. He's going to be wearing something that says Chicago on it. We're going to mention his jelly beans that he offers to the ladies here at XM.
He'll laugh uncomfortably at one point.
He'll laugh uncomfortably many times, and we'll ask him if he's going to say hi to us today on the show, and he will say yes.
Shouldn't we have something new?
Yes. We're trying, but just like you said.
What could we?
Yeah, but you do Thanksgiving every year with your family, and you mentioned it at the top of the show today that it's just like a rerun.
I have
over and over again.
I have the bit.
You never have a bit.
That's not
you
true.
don't have
I have a bit.
Yeah, how can you possibly have a bit?
When Mad Mexican walks in, we all just jump up and beat the shit out of him.
And just start pounding him.
Oh, no, here he is.
Hey, what's happening?
Mad Mexican.
I wanted to show you this.
There's the Mad Mexican.
All right, hold on.
Opie? Howdy?
All right, hold on. Don't show us yet.
No,
hold on, no.
First of all...
Yes?
Already, something different.
Holy crap, you got a Chicago hat on.
Yes, of course.
No, we haven't seen the Chicago hat before. We've seen... And you got a Chicago jacket on.
Chicago patch.
A little Chicago
fart
patch.
Before you came in here, did you?
Yes, I did.
Why? Did it trail in?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, nice.
Oh. Nice. He goes, nice.
Hey, we haven't been down here in 6 months. So
right, it's been a while.
For the new listeners, they're starting to listen to us in Canada, XM Canada, DirecTV, and a lot of people finally getting their XM units. Why the Chicago? Because a lot of people would see the Chicago hat and go, you must like the band Chicago.
Yeah, of course. That's what it is. Everybody's got to have somebody to champion their cause, and I'm that champion. There you have it. For the band.
So what is Chicago, the hat on the hat?
What? The Chicago here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a group.
Yeah.
It's my boys. That's
No,
who
but
it is. They've been my boys since 1969.
But
yes,
there's another meaning to the hat, isn't there?
Oh, yes, there is. My dog.
And your dog's name?
Chicago. There we go.
Chicago. That's right.
That's
Hit it again.
Hit it again. Thank you, sir. Very good. Jimmy, happy birthday, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sure. You're quite welcome. Yes, feliz cumpleaños. That's happy birthday in Spanish.
And what do you have planned on the show today?
Usual.
Are you
going over there? Yeah, talking to the listeners. Doing look.
You're a big star.
Yeah, Mad Mexican is going to say the same thing, ain't I?
What are you going to say?
There we go. Just the general insanity. I talk to the people, put them on the air, request, that kind of deal.
Hey, you're going to say hello to us today?
Oh, I did earlier. I did starting off the show.
Oh, you started the show?
I started the show. Yeah,
wow.
I started the show at 9.
This is actually a show if no one's listening.
Started the show at 9.
And what about the jelly beans? You got the jelly beans at the desk?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
yeah, I guess that keeps people beating each other up. You know, they need a 3 o'clock sugar rush. That's what they need. How's that?
And it's an excuse for the women to stop by your little desk.
Nothing wrong with that.
They see the picture of Chicago and they take a jelly bean. Right? Oh.
Nothing wrong with knowing what you like.
Hey, do you still use the song The Fuego to open up the show?
I use it once in a while. It's now into a recurrent, Jimmy, but I'll play it just for you. Yes.
All right. Do you have anything new for us today?
Oh, yeah. Well, they gave me this past weekend. They said they saw this and immediately thought of me.
If that's not the cutest thing...
What is it?
I hate it. It seems to...
Here, mic it. You're in radio.
Oh, my God. That is so creepy.
God, isn't it?
It is a chihuahua, little stuffed chihuahua thing, but it is robotic. And it sings...
Well, at least you didn't throw...
It sings Feliz Navidad.
At least you didn't throw... Yeah, throw that at it.
And it has a... No, watch out for the coffee. It has...
Wait,
it did stop.
Hold on, he stopped singing, Ope.
I wonder why.
She's adorable.
Knocked him right off the...
There we go.
I like it.
He's got a sombrero on.
Yeah.
He's got the
and
little
a poncho.
Yeah, but the thing is, the way his head, it's creepy the way his head moves.
His head moves and his mouth opens. He goes, blah, blah, blah.
Who got you that?
A guy who works over on Channel 10 on the XM10 America. Dan Dixon got me that.
Right.
Said he saw that and thought of me immediately.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
It's okay.
Just hit the...
I wanted to hear how the song turned out. Go ahead.
Jimmy, stop.
You've never heard that song before?
They probably came a truckload of those over the Mexican border with heroin stuffed inside of them.
I'll check later. I'll check later, just in case.
Yeah, the real surprise is in its ass.
Yeah. You rip them open and there's a big bag of heroin. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How long until that's stuck in every one of your dumb heads out there? That's what I'm trying to do. Every listener.
Working.
He goes to twerking.
Wait.
Oh.
Holidays are coming. Come on.
Wow. It's got a long, does the whole song?
No, he ends right after this.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he ends. He ends right after this.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. He ends right after this.
Whether he does or doesn't, he will.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Wow.
All right.
No, turn it off.
Yeah, I know when to say uncle, too, gentlemen.
All right, why don't
Okay.
I want to strap
welcome
it to
back
a
to
car
DC,
seat,
guys.
roll it into a lake.
Welcome back to DC.
Where are you going?
I'm going back to my show. I got to, believe it or
wow.
not, there's a show going on.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye, Mexican.
All right.
Take care.
Mad Mexican, everyone.
Bye, Mad.
He's,
I call him Mad.
Just take this with you.
Broad-minded girls are here.
Oh.
From the Take 5 channel? Who listens to that show? Well, what do we know about them?
Yeah,
do we know anything about them?
They're broad-minded.
Nathaniel's running in. Nathaniel knows?
What does that queer know?
Nathaniel, get on mic.
Get a microphone stand for Pete's sake.
He's handing out dittos. More dittos. He's got dittos and meetings.
Oh, thanks.
Christine, Molly, who's not coming in, and Sherry.
Why?
I don't know. Oh boy. Let's read. Wait, after the break, ladies, we're giving you the big build-up. We got to take leaks.
God, I wish I had gas.
Sherry's family has been in showbiz for many years, with Grandpa Sean working in several Tarzan films.
Dude, if you work one up and do that into the mic, I will laugh. I will laugh.
We're trying to make friends down here. We're trying for once to make friends.
Quick, get me some milk.
Grandpa Sean worked in several Tarzan films. Yeah, Sherry. I fell in love with film and TV and radio. In her 60s, her uncle started a band and had a TV show and sold millions of records called The Monkees. Her uncle...
Her uncle was in the band The Monkees?
She's actually a monkey's niece. LOL.
Started a band. Let me think. Is Don Kirshner her uncle?
Why?
Is that what it is?
Why?
Didn't Don Kirshner start the Monkees?
I don't know.
No.
But if he did and you know that, I'm never speaking to you again.
TV show and sold millions of records called The Monkees.
Yeah.
So is that the name of the record or the group?
Uncle started a band and had a TV show and sold millions of records called The Monkees. It's one of those things where it's like,
okay, I got
little
it.
band, you might have heard of them, The Monkees.
Yeah, it's a little film you might have seen.
Yeah, that's how that's kind of put together there.
All right.
Filmography? She an actor?
I don't know.
48 Hours. Oh, it's a romance.
She was in Ted 12.
Voiceover for video games.
Hey, stop it.
Ted 12.
Cool. I got a tinkle.
Yeah, we all have to take leaks. Okay. We got a couple of the girls from Broad-Minded coming in. They do a show on Channel 155. That's Take 5, I guess. The women's channel here on XM, Monday through Fridays, 5 to 7 p.m. They get 2 hours? They do only 2 hours?
Another show that just does like 2 hours.
We would have been done already.
We'd have been home. No, meetings.
Is Bob Edwards still here? I have not seen or heard of him in a while.
That ghoul. Is he walking around yet?
Where is he? He's probably...
Of course he's not walking around. It's
back
daylight.
down to
Yeah.
New Orleans.
His studio is completely sealed off. He has one assistant that wears a suit that can walk in and out.
Had a shipping dirt from Transylvania.
Welcome. All right.
Is he still at XM? Do we even know? Uh-oh.
Nosferatu.
All right, we're just babbling. We'll continue in just a bit.
Live from Washington, D.C.
On this day, prescribed by law and marked by ceremony, we are led to one conclusion.
This place
Just blows.
You're being harsh.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Like sand through the hourglass, so is the O&A virus.
This reminded me of something. We didn't play the audio of Celine Dion and Larry King.
No, we didn't.
This was priceless.
She was very upset.
We all understand that it was a disaster down there. But how could you not laugh when Celine Dion just breaks into song on Larry King? Because that's going to help the victim. That's what they need. A song helps Celine.
Dude, she sang.
They should fly. 4 hours of meetings.
Nap time, I call that.
Absolutely. Al Franken's going to stop by and say hi. I guess he's doing his show live from here today.
Oh, yeah?
And right now we got the girls from a show called Broad-Minded. They're on Channel 155, which is, Take 5?
Yeah.
It's a channel for chicks, basically.
It's like a Lifetime.
And the show's called Broad-Minded.
Oxygen, things like that.
I don't know. That's why they were brave enough to come on our show.
All those channels that have the movies about the guy who seems like he's a cool guy and is going to make a great boyfriend or husband, and then he starts like beating the woman or treating her badly.
But it starts subtly.
Very subtle. Yeah. Yeah, he seems like the perfect guy. And she goes around to all her girlfriends and goes, I found the perfect guy.
Right.
This guy's so wonderful. He treats me great. And then he's got some deep, dark secret, and he just starts pounding on her, and she's got to like pour gasoline on him and burn him.
There's a section of the movie where there's something wrong, but no one knows yet.
Yeah,
so
what's
she's trying to cover it up.
Maybe her cat's found dead on the porch hanging. And then it's like, oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. And he puts that face.
And then she overcomes in the end.
Of course.
All chick movies, they overcome in the end. So the show's called Broad-Minded, and here's the description.
Okay. It's Broad-Minded, real-life friends Sherry, Molly, and Christine as they let loose on sex and shopping, bad bosses and big butts, and movies and men.
Oh. And
now,
who do we have?
Opie.
I didn't do anything.
This is not a show that is for our demo.
Exactly.
I disagree. You'd be surprised what people... I'll listen to something sometimes that I don't think I'm going to like, and I like it, and vice versa. Sometimes I think a guy's thing I'm going to enjoy, and it's just, you know what I mean? Maybe our listeners would enjoy it. You don't know.
Well, two worlds are colliding at the moment. Here we go. It's Shari and Christine.
Hi, ladies.
Good morning.
Is it early for you?
A little bit. I completely disagree. This is a show for you guys.
No, it's not.
First of all, I got to apologize for the one microphone.
Oh, that's okay. We share a lot of things.
Yeah, that one's like...
That one's no good.
That one's busted.
Yeah, look at this one. This thing has...
It's busted.
This thing has AIDS or something. This one.
It wouldn't stay up.
They smell good.
It was, finally, the Mad Mexican stunk this place up.
Have you guys met the Mad Mexican?
Yes.
He farted in here.
Oh, that's all right.
It's awful.
It was really, really bad.
We showered today for you guys.
Yeah.
I personally never shower, and I showered for you guys. I baby wipe. The Mad Mexican probably knows that.
Oh, you baby wipe?
Oh, totally.
Nice.
I baby wipe,
You have to.
But for you guys, I showered.
And I never get this close to her because of that reason. Because I'm always worried.
She showers a lot. I never shower.
Look how they can touch each other. Did you see me and Opie doing that?
Yes, I could.
Shut up, Jimmy.
I've come to a conclusion. Girls, so much different than guys.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I'm going out on a limb here with that one, but yeah.
Now, if Molly was here, Sherry would have her hands down her pants, and I'd be French kissing.
In fact, I went out with Molly on Saturday night, and she will tell you again that I tried to make a pass at her, which I didn't. But she's very snuggly, so I actually did this and rubbed her hair.
You do it all the time.
I know.
Coffee
So are you a lesbian, bisexual?
No.
Curiosity?
No, I think...
See, I can't just casually go on the radio and go, I try to put my hand down Anthony's pants. I mean,
it didn't work out.
It's a double standard for sure.
Completely.
Yeah.
It's
Not
one of the
fair.
few. It's one of the few that women can do, you know. We were going to do this story on these women that go through, like, their whole lives with men or they're married, and then, you know, at their late 30s, they decide, forget it. And they go out with women, and it's totally okay. They don't care.
Yeah, girls seem to have that thing going, that just lesbian gene in there that sometimes it just kicks in.
I'm trying to learn.
Chicks.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn.
Guys don't seem to have that, where all of a sudden you're going, you know, I like girls, but I just want to try the cock. It's something, just got to take a whack at it.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Not bad.
We don't have that gene in us. So what's the show about?
It's about
big butts and what else
So
is that
sorry
big
that you
butt?
read
I know
that.
that's kind of queer. It's about
Who wrote this?
We don't know.
Who wrote the description?
Not us.
It's not helping you guys out.
Real life friends.
I could already see that you're a lot cooler than that description.
Now, are you real life friends before the show started?
We are. I kind of created this when I was pregnant and horny and up all night. So this is where this whole creation came from. Sherry and I used to work together doing traffic, and Molly and I went to college together. So we are all friends.
Where's Molly?
Oh, Molly, well...
Now, Molly, she went to Buffalo this weekend, and this morning when she got on a flight, they asked her to get off because of weight restrictions, and she's about 90 pounds. She's so little. Anyway, she had a problem with it because she wanted to make it to you guys' show, and she cussed, and apparently in the state of New York, you could be arrested for that. So they took her off the airplane, and they threatened to arrest her. Because it's
making a ruckus on a plane.
She was making a ruckus.
She's kind of excitable that way.
Yeah.
She's stuck in Buffalo.
She's the problem, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're here, though.
Yeah.
Is Molly, she's 90 pounds and there was a weight problem? What airline was she flying?
Independence Air.
Oh, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why?
Independence Air.
What is Independence Air?
Shit, it's awful. Why would you? It's probably a propeller plane, right?
She's actually coming home on U.S. Air, so I don't think Independence Air wants her
much
back.
safer.
She got kicked off.
Yeah, completely.
We're very paranoid of flying.
Guys hear of like airlines that aren't bankrupt and
yeah.
Independence Air, those puddle jumpers they call them, right?
There's no reason to fly
I don't think Independence Air customer service top of mind right now because they've got the bankruptcy thing brewing.
Probably a lot of cursing going on in the fuselage that they are unaware of behind the back. That's what you're trying to do. She walks by, you go, you fucking bitch. Just make sure no one hears it. So you don't want to get thrown off.
That was Molly. It was the volume problem.
Yeah.
She can do it. She just needed to
Not
stand.
one of those cool stories where she gets off because she cursed and then the plane plummets and everybody
No,
dies.
nothing like that. But there are children with families that want to testify against her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
I know.
You can't testify against the children that is screaming when you're trying to read
my child,
or play.
My child. Yeah, I know.
Any kids? Well, someone said they were pregnant. Hope there wasn't a miscarriage and I'm doing some...
No, I have a 3.5-year-old.
3.5-year-old.
Yeah.
You keep them quiet?
I gag them.
You try?
Yeah. Try.
You're a courteous parent. Now, every child is a great kid.
Every child is beautiful.
But I'll tell you, on an airplane, when you got a little kid behind you, it's a nightmare.
That's why you bring lots of candy, anything that's going to keep them quiet for the duration of the flight, and movies.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not above.
Valium.
Yes, it's called The Last Mash.
Yeah.
The last episode of MASH. It's called The Chicken Procedure.
We have this feature called Murder Monday because I love murder so much. I did this whole thing on murdering moms, you know.
Yeah. Murder.
And it's all about, like, the women that have murdered their kids. And there was this daycare worker that every day she gave the kids Benadryl to get them to sleep. So she got the entire daycare to sleep. And everybody thought, wow, she's this great daycare worker. Well, she was drugging them every day. So one kid she gave too much, it killed him, so she had to shut down everything. So.
The jigsaw.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, that will put a damper on your new admissions.
That's odd you bring that up because we, too, have had a fascination with women who kill their children.
Really?
Yeah, we got something in common.
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Only
you
we
don't
don't
want to know,
discuss
though.
it in a mature manner.
Yes, I don't know if you find the humor in it that we somehow seem to, but
somehow the Andrea Yates tragedy turns into 5 little empty boxes under the Christmas tree. And,
we would like to talk like that. That would be great.
Yeah, but I would think the audience would probably be a little...
Well, we have a song by a 9-year-old. It's funny that we're mentioning this right now. A song called Shelter from the Storm. Maybe we could get their take on the song.
I have not heard this one.
Well, we should just maybe play it. We don't even need to set
play
this
a little
up.
Of it.
Yes, it's a 9-year-old singing her heart out.
All right.
Trying to help the less fortunate out there. You want to hear this?
Oh, no.
Of course.
You got it?
Listen.
We don't have it? What happened?
Derek is...
They're all just mumbling. And
you know what? They stay in New York next time.
Danny, what happened?
Oh, boy.
Steve went downstairs for a second. So.
What does that mean?
He's fired.
We needed Steve.
Definitely.
Uh-oh.
So we don't need you guys here?
Well, do you have a track on it?
The whole army in there?
Yeah.
That you have?
It's an army of guys, and
the one thing
only
we need...
Steve knows where this thing is that we need. Do you guys have problems like this, issues on your show?
You got to be kidding me.
We have a board op. I mean, you guys have like a team of people. I've never seen so many people.
It's ridiculous. Too many.
Yeah.
Fewer
people at my wedding. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Oh, they found it?
We might have found it.
Bravo.
Derek's like, yeah, I think so. That's what you want to hear from one of your guys behind the scenes. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. What the hell?
Let's hear.
All right, it's called Shelter from the Storm. Right. This is a 9-year-old singer.
Sounds sweet. Music box-like.
Ballet. It's innocent enough.
Yeah.
It's good, right? It's nice.
Yeah, like it.
Dear Mr. Jesus, I just had to write to you.
Writing letters.
Something really scared me when I saw it on the news. A story about a little girl beaten black and blue. Jesus, thought I'd take this right to you.
Right to you.
Who does this?
I'm sure he's listening.
More music,
yes,
added. I find kids' voices so annoying.
Very slow.
I know that they don't mean to hit the balls and angry hands. Tell them just how big they are. I pray.
And pray. Yeah. Isn't this awful? Shove it down your throat. Don't let them hurt your children.
Who lets their children do that?
Yeah.
Are these grown-ups singing, I hope?
All right. Well, yeah, knock that shit off.
See, I need everything in front of me. I can't do the show this way.
Yeah.
They're commenting on the song and they're coming up with
no
good
one's bringing
stuff,
it down,
but the song is blasting too loud.
Yeah. That was a song, let's see, the girl is singing, she saw on the news that parents are beating this kid, black and blue, and then they took the parents away, but the parents should just stop doing that and pray.
Yeah.
And she's asking Jesus to help.
Yeah.
What? The parents?
He's too
kid?
busy with the hurricanes.
Jesus is a little
Maybe
busy.
Jesus could help teach that kid how to behave.
Or to sing. Yeah.
Or to sing, right. He doesn't have
time. A little brat. Maybe the kid was crying on an airplane.
Exactly.
Perhaps the kid was running around in circles around a table at a restaurant.
I'm guessing you guys don't have any kids.
None.
I got cute nephews and nieces.
Well, there you go.
Nephews and nieces are fine because you see them for very limited time, and they're not your responsibility. When kids are running around in circles, and this has happened to me, I'm trying to eat at a restaurant, and kids running around in circles going,
Oh, I hate that.
like around, and the parents are sitting there talking like they don't even notice, thinking everyone thinks their kid is as adorable, cute as they think they are.
And you know what else is gross? Is the ones that are in the mall and they take up the entire aisle of the mall. They go 1 mile an hour with the stroller. First of all, we did this whole thing on multiple births, because all these people are having these fertility treatments.
Yeah.
You see like 50,000 twins now. Like you never saw twins before. Now everywhere you go, there's those double strollers and triple.
But at least we don't have the waterhead babies anymore.
That's right. That's true. That's
you don't hear about that anymore, do you?
In those.
No.
All those crazy birth defects that they let go full term.
You
that's
still
not
get a couple
anymore.
of the classics.
That's right. Just bring out the old Oric.
The old Oric.
A couple of the classics come through every so often, but some of those
very rare nowadays.
From the 60s or 70s that you used to get walking down the street a lot. They've kind of taken care of that. It's good to see. Testing. I guess sonograms when you go ooh during the sonogram, maybe we'll try. We'll wipe the slate clean here and try anew.
It's either sick or you fuck someone from Fraggle Rock.
Oh my God.
Did you swallow a gargoyle? If you didn't, I'm looking at your sonogram and perhaps
either get rid of this thing or we'll be working on top of a library.
Did you hear that Tom Cruise bought his own sonogram machine?
Yes.
So he can give Freakazoid, whatever her name is.
And I heard they got kicked off of or kicked out of a movie theater for using some type of vibrating device on her.
It's on permanently is basically what it is, so it was making so much noise in the movie theater. It sits there
and vibrates on her pregnant belly.
They constantly can watch.
I'm sure it's some Scientology.
Gorgeous Scientology.
Was it the sonogram thing?
Yeah.
Like at the movies, that you want to look
monitoring 100% of the time.
They're so gross. They are so gross.
Wow, that is really sick.
That's sick.
Wouldn't you just want to punch her in it?
Wait, don't you have to have some medical something to get a sonogram? We can all get sonogram machines.
But it's Tom Cruise. I'm sure he can get whatever he wants.
In the garage.
He was able to buy a wife.
No kidding.
Yeah, he can just ask.
A little contract. What's a sonogram to him?
Well, you know what it is? A lot of people think that she's a beard for him, and that, we've all heard the rumors in Hollywood that, that they're not really married, so maybe he wants to make sure that the kid is going to look like him, so he's monitoring constantly. Yeah, first sign of an afro.
Paging Doc Martin. You have an abortion. Aisle 3 at the movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
The ladies are hanging in there, though, I got to tell you.
This isn't bad at all.
No, you guys
much
are
nicer
very
guys
nice.
than people think.
I like these guys.
You're cute. You're nice. I'm impressed.
Sean from Wisconsin. Sean?
Hey, man. How's it going? Happy birthday.
What's up, Sean?
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you gotta listen to the end of that song about the little 9-year-old singing. I mean, it's like an 8-year-old song. There's a surprise ending. It comes around and it says...
Don't tell us. Don't blow the surprise, sir. What good's a surprise if you blow it?
All right, we'll go back to the song. Now that we know there's a surprise ending, we'll go back to the song.
We like surprises.
All right, let's go back to the song.
Let's listen.
Surprises are fun.
Don't start it from the goddamn beginning either. Go. How long is it? It's 2 minutes left.
All right, let's go. Hit it.
Can we fast forward?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, boy.
I bet it's her.
Hope so.
Does she die?
Oh, it's the doctor to stop the pain. sister?
I'm like, you're right. Clammy. Sorry.
Don't let them hurt your children. Ah, need love and shelter. Surprise?
Please tell me what to do. And please don't tell my daddy. But my mommy hits me too.
Oh, boy.
Don't tell Daddy Mommy hits me. Oh. Wow, who saw that coming?
Is that it? Was that the surprise?
I hope so.
Let's see, there may be a better one.
You never know with these
And
songs.
Daddy's got a secret too. Oh yeah, rockin'.
Yeah.
Is that Rick in the background?
See, Mommy beats her up. What a shame. I liked it better when it's called My Name is Luca. Jesus. Enough. All these horrid, like, Christian songs.
Yeah.
There's one I'm sure you've probably heard it, the abortion one.
Which
where
one?
It's a little, what's his name?
Marky.
And he talks about how he's growing inside
Mommy's womb, and it sounds like fucking elbow.
And he's like,
It's been 1 month, and already my eyes are forming, and my fingers, and I can't wait to put my arms around my mommy.
and
It's been 6 months, and I can already hear Mommy's heartbeat. I can't wait to hug her.
and then it goes,
December 28th. Mommy killed me.
and then he breaks in a song.
Why'd you kill me, Mommy?
You do that very well, by the way.
Thank you.
It does it perfect. It does it perfect.
You know, I asked Don out here because I thought you'd think I was a complete freak, Jim, if I told you this. One of the funniest jokes I ever heard, though, because I was a big fan of you guys when you were here, is when the Guatemalan conjoined twins were being separated, and you said, it's great, 1 baby, 2 maids.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Housekeeping in stereo.
Twice the work. All right, we got to go to Arizona and say hi to Jack. What's up, Jack?
Oh, not much. I just want to say I was getting, sometimes, I don't know what's up with your channel, but sometimes it gets off air, like technical problems or whatever. And last week I was flipping through 155, and I tried listening to some of that Tyra stuff just to get jokes from it or whatever. And these guys were on, and if they could cuss or anything like you, they were pretty funny. They were cracking me up. It reminded me a lot of
look at that.
calls, but not. It was like Night Calls was, but without all the sex talk. It was more like I was flipping through and some guy called and basically asked a question about his wife leaving him or something, and they're like, "Oh, what happens? What did you do?" It was it. Well,
next time you tell a story, sir, just say it's a funny show because your translation stunk.
Yeah, you just turned off a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a good show.
I'm sure they did that better than you.
Yeah, they didn't need the help. Trust me.
Thanks
Jack.
for the effort.
You guys do the sex talk?
Yeah, somewhat. We're in a time slot now where we have to be a little more careful, but, you know.
Why?
We call it cryptic.
Radio.
Yeah,
but
cryptic.
It's satellite.
Yeah.
But it's satellite radio.
Well, because of the Take 5 channel, we have to be.
Oh, because they're trying to get some women in there.
A lot of moms might
maybe
listen.
don't want to hear the blue.
See, they're nodding
material.
out there. I'll tell you what the problem is. The moms are driving around. They want to hear this edgy talk, but they got the kids in the back.
That's exactly right.
So that's the balance you guys are dealing with, right?
Yeah. So I've
That
been told
stinks.
no more vibrator talk.
Yeah. No?
Out. I know, and that's
They
like.
told you no more?
Yeah, no more.
What kind of
And
vibrator?
that's all I've got. to do.
Oh.
It's like,
What kind of
I'm
vibrator
out.
talk do you guys do?
Every kind.
Yeah, I
mean-
went on a sex. I didn't have any. I'm coming out of a breakup, so I get. Thank you very much. I get into relationships
That's terrific.
because
That's terrific.
This is very important.
All right, I'm sorry.
I get into relationships because if the sex is good, I'll create a relationship out of it. And I continue to have this pattern over and over again. So I read an article in the New York Times that said this girl went on a 30-day fast, and she felt like it maybe helped her. So I thought I'd give it a try. I didn't make it. Cleanse the
You didn't make it?
Well, I haven't.
Is it a fast of everything, even self?
I did everything, which was really stupid, but I still haven't had sex with another person, but I brought the vibrators back in on, day 21?
Yeah,
she
actually, it was really gross, because I came over and I was sitting over there, and I sit where you sit, and there was this big black bag, and I open it up, and I go, hey, somebody left their thing in here and everything. And Christine goes, oh, no, those are my sex toys. I mean, my hand was like, and I'm like a germaphobe, my hand was like in there, like about to reach out.
Wow.
And I said, oh, my God, what she goes, I think I cleaned them. I mean, she was,
you don't clean them all the time.
By like day 12, this is no kidding, by day 12 of this complete, fast thing, Christine was like chewing on pencils and like walking around like this. Yeah, she was a freak. Yeah.
You didn't have something like the anal destroyer in there that was a little embarrassing to have.
Did they have names for them?
I only have one name because the person that gave it to me. So, but other than that, they serve a purpose and they're good.
Jimmy
how
also
long have
has
you been
problems.
Without?
So how long has it been?
Without sex, a long time.
Well, Jimmy,
I've never gone this long.
How long's a long time?
It's been since August.
Since August.
Wow.
Wowie, kazowie.
It's bad.
Obviously a choice, though. You're lovely.
Kinda. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. Men aren't falling all over me.
Are you
I just
kidding?
don't know why.
You don't go out looking?
No. Not really.
That could be your problem.
That
What do you
could
do
be
the
it.
show
I
and
expect
go
them
home?
to knock on the door and go, hey.
Sex?
Well,
I saw you driving down the street. You looked hot. I like your mouth. Let's go.
It's hard around here, too, because, the guys here are not like...
all geeks. All tech geeks or...
No, they're just, they're sort of geeky and they're sort of, I don't know.
Political. It's all eyes, odds, and khaki pants.
And everybody says, oh, you got to go on Match.com. Yeah, that's going to happen.
You don't do any of that?
No.
Do you have a MySpace account?
No.
Hey,
but, Dee Dee told me about that.
Oh, Dee Dee,
of course.
She's a little slut.
Yeah.
Or Danielle. I'm sorry, Danielle.
Oh, no.
She's a bigger slut.
Dee Dee
is so not a slut.
Oh, my God. You want an hour of radio, get her on.
She's told us stories about her passing out, waking up in Vegas, married to some guy from England that was a counterfeiter.
Oh, yeah.
And got arrested. And then the time she was having a sexual liaison with her FedEx guy.
What?
Or a UPS guy would come to the door, and she was banging him every day.
I knew somebody that did that, because he was hot. Yeah, it was a UPS guy, and I think he was married, so she figured there was that safe thing. But yeah, it was somebody in California, a friend of mine. Every day she'd come by.
UPS guys are just getting...
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I just need to order some stuff.
That's it. Go online.
Just got to order some stuff.
And what's their slogan? Something about brown?
Well, Jimmy's kind of looking there.
Yeah.
Well, you're Sag, so...
I'm a what?
You're Sagittarius?
No,
Your birthday's
Cancer.
Today?
You're so sensitive.
He's a liar, pants on fire with his birthday.
They wish me happy birthday
it's
every day.
It's one of those stupid gags where everyone goes, happy birthday, Jimmy. And he appreciates it like it's really his birthday.
He gets presents every week because of that now.
Yeah, people send him presents.
Every week.
Idea.
It is a good scam he's got going. We're just jealous that we didn't think of it.
Yeah, so. But Jimmy's, he's looking.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, you look like a nice guy.
And you're a Cancer, so you're sensitive?
He's got some unusual things he likes to do, though.
Bit of a mama's boy.
Yeah?
Right.
Well,
homebody, as they say.
Okay. Do you drink?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's a problem.
Why?
Because I do.
But then I can drive you home.
Oh, my God.
That's a great one. You know what? That's great.
This girl is just
excellent.
as easy as they come.
And if
she likes sex and she likes to drink.
No fear of the HIV. You're in.
Great. Already got it, so we're good.
And how are your logs?
Yes, I may have to go over your dietary choices.
Yeah. How's your digestion?
Do you drink a lot of milk? No good.
Is it very solid?
No, yeah, I have
a lot of fiber, hopefully?
Lots of fiber. Smooth
well, Jimmy, that's good, right?
Jimmy might want an occasional tarp on the bathroom floor session.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that.
That's not true. Yeah. I have the Mets ground crew living in my apartment with me. No, I'm actually much more normal than people would think.
He's got a little kink to him, though. Is that all right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how long are you in town for?
I go home
Hottie?
tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Hottie. I'm like a 5. That's how I know that. Please, maybe. I didn't shave, and I'm wearing a Got Mule shirt, so I'm down to a 3.5. I'm a 5 in a suit.
You didn't expect hotness to arrive in the studio today.
I didn't expect. No, I saw the picture.
Or you would have dressed nice. Jimmy would have dressed nice if you knew if we got your pictures ahead of time.
Yeah.
I know I showered for you guys.
Yeah, that's amazing, because she doesn't do it for us.
Do you really not shower?
I really don't
She
shower.
doesn't.
I like that.
I really hate
Do your
showering.
armpits ever smell?
No, I baby wipe. It's a Mexican shower.
Like
so
all over?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That may be why you're not getting laid a lot, though.
Right. So
What's going on down there?
It's very lonely. Very lonely.
But is it growing in? Is it?
Oh, no, I still take care of it.
You take care of it?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, keep the nice...
I still have to,
shaving,
keep it company.
and keeping it all in a nice
topiary.
Yeah.
Keep nice designs.
You do designs, or you just keep?
No.
See, I've always been a fan of the basic triangle, but just kind of cleaned up.
Right.
So it doesn't.
I'll
look
keep that in mind.
So it doesn't look like it's going to the hips.
We call that the hair bikini.
See that? Yeah, the
that
hair
would be
bikini.
bad.
Hair bikini.
That is it, man. It's like, wow. How does that even grow out that far?
Or hair panties, but we hate the word panty.
You don't like the word panty?
No, it's horrible.
No.
We have
What
a bunch
do you
of
use?
words.
Wait, what's the word?
Underpants.
Underpants.
Not underpants.
Underpants is awful.
So unsexy.
Panties are much hotter than underpants.
Underpants is something you bring a cancer patient. I brought your underpants. They're in the drawer. Not that you'll ever get up and wear them
It's
again.
all in context. You can use panties, but you don't want a doctor to say.
What's wrong with panties?
No, it's sexual.
Take off your panties.
It's like a little girl.
Yeah,
Here's your
exactly.
panties.
That's exactly why.
I prefer underoos. That's really
All right.
So not panties.
Not panties.
But what about, I could understand in a doctor's setting that might be a little off, but what about you're in bed and, I want to see what's under those panties or tear off those panties.
That's better. That's better.
No, it's not.
I don't mind
No?
that. But
You don't even wear underpants.
You want
she doesn't wear underpants.
She doesn't even wear
Hey,
it.
baby, I want to see what's under those bloomers.
What about underwear? What's wrong with that?
Underwear is too generic. It could mean tighty whities, boxers,
pack of Fruit of the Looms.
The panties is to a guy. Panties is very sexy.
Yeah. All right.
It's very feminine. It's girly.
All right.
Underpants are oof. Grandpa shit his underpants again.
They're moving us along because Al Franken's here.
Oh,
what are you guys doing on your show today?
Oh, well, we've got. Oh, this is cool. Diane Diamond, who wrote that book, Be Careful Who You Love, which is that Michael Jackson book. Oh man, it is
so interesting.
It's great.
Give us something on that.
Okay, there's a part in the book where he's been indicted on that 1993 child
Kid
molestation
touching case.
thing.
Yeah.
And the maid testifies that he used to call all the kids Rubba, because they'd rub up against him. That was his nickname.
Rubba.
Rubba.
What about Las Vegas when he was partying with the kids? That's why he missed Neverland. He wasn't there when Neverland was raided because he was partying in Las Vegas for 30 days with 30
with kids.
Yeah. You'd have a dark room with just a sleeping bag, and she'd find their panties in a pile, together. His and the other.
And now he just moved, got his own little island thing, and he could do anything. He's got carte blanche as far as kids go.
Yeah, and we're also going to do Murder Monday, and today I'm going to do updates on some murder stuff, but also cheerleaders gone bad. Oh, because there's a bunch of cheerleaders that have gone crazy and everything.
I like you, ladies. You're sassy.
Well, feel free to come on our show.
Yeah,
We'd be cryptic.
We'll be sleeping.
Okay.
No, we'll be at dinner with Elo.
Friggin' meeting or dinner with Eric.
No, because they're on Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on 155.
5 to 7. Oh, wow, how do you keep those hours?
I know, it's tough.
Jesus, is that wonderful.
The show's called Broad-Minded. You guys were cool.
You can stay out late, you party, and if you can't be to work by 5 p.m., you shouldn't even be walking.
And you guys only do 2 hours.
What a great gig.
I know. But we do other work.
It's a nice gig.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have lunch later together.
Wow, that would be really nice.
Creepy guy.
Why? That was
Do you
a
have
nice
lunch at the
invitation.
cafeteria here at noon?
I got to go to work after this.
Shit.
What do you do?
Sorry.
I thought you did a radio show.
I do, but I'm...
Are you getting any vibes off Jimmy?
I'll buy you a tuna milk.
Not a one. I think he's doing it just to make me feel better.
No, I think you're terrific.
Oh, great.
Wait,
lovely.
you're horny? He will blow off the rest of the show.
August.
He will leave right now.
No, I wouldn't.
And we
do that,
will
'cause
allow him.
It's not
No,
responsible.
that's not responsible.
Women don't respect an irresponsible gentleman.
So you'll wait till 11 and then leave? Blow off the meetings?
What is that line of shit you just uttered?
I don't know.
He's trying.
He is really trying.
Dude,
That was so forced.
I like it.
Women don't respect you.
What would it take to
end it with that?
What would it take to bang Jimmy?
Don't be afraid to go into a monetary discussion.
Seriously?
Monetary discussion. Come back.
I can't do that. I'll get in trouble. A lot of wine. And, let's just...
Yeah.
Cool. You're funny.
Some
Conversation would be good. Wine. And, I'd be open to it.
Chloroform, some rupees, whatever it takes.
Yeah, a couple Xanax wouldn't hurt.
Wine. A little something over the old drink.
Yeah. That would be okay.
He's got a big mule.
No. This one's yours. Sure.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Can I check out the goods beforehand?
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Like right now?
Yeah.
You got to work it
No,
up
I got
a
to
little.
tinkle first, because right now I'm packing a half.
Oh.
Because I have to pee.
Can you come back before the end of the show and you can check out his mule behind
He's
one of
all
these stand-up
shriveled.
guys?
No, I don't need that kind of pressure, because it won't be hard. I'll be all nervous. Come on,
Work
Jimmy.
it like a
Just
pro.
work it. You got 45 minutes.
I mean, you guys get a pretty good idea what you're getting with the girl group.
She's asking to see your mule. She's
I mean, we have no
beautiful.
idea. So it's just not fair.
Can we do this before 11?
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
You don't even have to do the rest of the show. Just get a nice presentation going.
It'll
for
be
yourself.
great, and then they'll walk in, and it'll just shrivel like radiation was thrown on it.
Throwing salt on a slug.
No, you know what? All right, you know what? I'd say you give it like a shrinkage factor of, what would you say, based on nervousness?
88%.
Okay.
Great.
That's awful.
Yeah, I'm busy. Sorry.
Look like an infant.
Ben's panicking.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
Al.
Hey, you guys, thank you so much.
But
really nice.
we'll try to do this mule thing.
All right.
She's not up for it. She was just doing it for the radio.
Well, I mean, if it's going to be... If you're really going to be that nervous, I don't
Please,
know.
I don't care. I'd show it to a room full of people, including relatives.
All right, you want
to
come back and look at his...
You want to see his
package?
ass?
There's nothing to it. I'm telling you, it's just a.
You want to see his ass real fast?
Okay.
All right, show him your
Yeah,
ass.
let's see your ass.
You want to see my ass?
Yeah.
All right.
He's showing everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not a hair to be
It's
seen.
hairless.
It is.
That's really nice.
for
No
a
pimples,
guy.
nothing. No hair.
Hairless.
He's clean
Very
and
nice.
no hair.
Oh, I'm immaculate.
I would have liked if you pulled down a little bit further, but that's okay.
I was just being shy.
You have no cellulite. You have nothing. Very
I was
nice.
being coy.
I like it. Subtle and coy. Yeah, really.
All right, it's Broad-Minded on 155 Monday through Fridays, 5 to 7 p.m. We got to take a quick break and say hi to Al Franken, okay?
Thanks.
Nice. Ladies, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's been great.
Our duties do have destructive power.
You think it stinks now? You should have seen it a month ago.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Live from Washington, D.C.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program. That was a quick break, huh? Broadcasting live from Washington, D.C. In studio, Al Franken, everyone. Sorry to make you wait. We had we had some broads in here.
We had some dames in here.
They call their show Broad-Minded, so we had a couple of the broads.
A little play on words because they're women.
I got it.
Broad-minded. Yeah. So, Mr. Franken, how are you?
I'm great.
Very good. You're quite the best-selling author these days.
I am quite the best-selling author.
Yes, people buying your books up like crazy. I think half the people that buy them love your point of view and half hate it.
I think it's more two-thirds, a third. But it'd be nice if half the people.
You think?
Well, it'd be actually. I get some people buying it who haven't decided yet, and that's nice, or who actually are curious, actually want to find out something.
I like reading things that get me angry.
Well,
a lot of times you read and just go, no.
Well, there's a lot of that in this book.
Is there?
Yeah.
A lot of people are starting to say that you're biased to the left.
Just a little.
Who are these people?
Little left.
And where are
leaning.
they? I want to talk to them.
Yeah.
A little left leaning.
Well, it depends where you are.
But I mean, I've read some of O'Reilly's books.
Yeah, that'll make you mad.
And then Michael Moore's books.
Right.
And I'm equally as pissed reading either one because it's so far one side or the other that it cannot possibly be based in fact or truth. It is just ridiculous.
You know, mine are maybe different than anyone else's in that I have a particular thing about lies and the truth. So I do a tremendous amount of research, and also people on my shows or researching my book do it. So,
and at least there's some humor thrown in.
Yes. So those two things would distinguish it certainly from O'Reilly.
Yeah, where there is just a complete lack of humor.
Yeah, at least Al makes you laugh a little bit.
His private life is hysterical as all hell. That little problem he had with the phone calls.
Yeah, he did a good job making that go away. His ratings are just as strong.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he paid her off. So
yeah,
but didn't do anything.
He actually never denied it.
Yeah.
He never denied it.
But he never came forward and said that he did it.
No, but all he had to do was make a settlement.
Pay a lot of money,
and
make sure
part of the settlement is that you never talk about it.
Can't talk about it. That sure sounds like you did it.
Yes, I would say. And she had what seemed like a transcript.
Yeah.
Of a thing, which,
leads me to believe there is a tape somewhere.
Which leads me to believe that's why he settled. But anyway, that's what's interesting about him is that he talks a lot on his show about
morals,
and he talks about traditional values and his traditional values as opposed to
we were part of that
secular leftist, and he keeps talking about his traditional values, and I don't know what is traditional about phone sex. I didn't think the phone had been around long enough to be maybe telegraph sex is a traditional value. But this is a guy, a married man, calling a female employee who doesn't want to be called and making very, very filthy calls to her.
Yeah.
That's not a traditional value where it's
a lot harder.
My tradition.
It's a lot harder for the right to preach their agenda because they can come off looking hypocritical very easily by the life they lead, their personal life and stuff. It seems to me if you're more left-leaning, no matter what you do, you go, hey, it's part of the lifestyle, man.
Well, no. I mean,
fuck and suck and this, and it doesn't matter.
Is this on XM?
Yes.
I just figured that out.
Yeah.
No. Here's the. I think it's you can be hypocritical wherever you are. If you can be hypocritical if you if you preach being an environmentalist and litter. Invest in litter. If you throw a can out the window.
I mean, more of a moral lifestyle thing. I think it's easier
but I mean, there's plenty of room for hypocrisy all over the place.
Yeah, hypocrisy, sure. Even liberals, of course, can come off looking very hypocritical.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say that they have a lock on hypocrisy that the right does, but there is. I mean, obviously, look at there's Limbaugh, who for years when any drug addict would die would say, "Just another dead doper.
Good riddance to you, sir."
Yeah, and anyone who uses drugs illegally should be put away, should be thrown in prison. And now so and Bill Bennett likes to say, like, I never, wrote against gambling. Therefore, I'm not a hypocrite. And I said, well, no, of course you didn't, because you knew you were a gambler.
Why are you going to put yourself in that trap?
But you gambled away $8 million. There's something wrong with that.
It's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. Sure. And by the way, your Empower America, whatever your group said, that did label gambling as one of the things that hurts society, and so you're a hypocrite, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, so none of us are perfect, right, guys? Huh? Right?
Can we all agree there? Is that a bipartisan agreement?
There we are. Let's not point. When you're pointing a finger at someone else, there's three fingers pointing back at you.
Pointing back
That's
at
right.
You.
Absolutely.
That's what I always say.
Who do you want to see as president next time around?
Are you for or against Bush?
How happy are you that he's not looking good at all these days?
I have to say that I don't take joy in our president doing badly, but it's great. No, he's just so many things are coming home to roost, and it is sad. It is sad that it has to happen because of people suffering in Katrina. I mean, that sort of opened everyone's eyes to how much cronyism there is, and how, you know, after 4 years after 9/11, how we didn't get anything together. And Iraq. Now, there was a thing in the New York Times today saying he's going to.
The New York Times. What's that?
It's actual paper that you have on your on here.
We read the New York Post. See the difference in see the difference between you and us.
We don't read any articles without a picture.
Right. Not enough pictures in that one.
No picture on this one,
it's just too big to read.
It said he's scheduled to give a speech in Annapolis, Maryland on Wednesday, assessing progress both in Iraq and what he calls the broader war on terrorism. And several officials said he's expected to contend that the Iraqi forces have made great progress. Mm-hmm. Now, this is on the heels of a piece in the Atlantic Monthly by James Fallows, who we're having on our show today, which says that there's been no progress, or essentially no progress. And you just can't trust this guy. And I think that's what people are getting, is that, so if he goes out and says, we've made a lot of progress in building this Iraqi army, and we're going to be able to leave just in time for the 2006 election, midterms. Yeah. I don't trust him, and we're not going to cut and run. We're going to turn and tiptoe out.
Yeah, pull the old Vietnam.
Yeah, and it really worries me. I'm going over there actually next month. I do USO tours. Speaking of which, my wife asked me, she doesn't like me going. She says, you don't see O'Reilly going over to Iraq doing USO tours. And I say, honey, that's not fair. He has no talent. That's what I say to her.
That would dishearten the troops. He would just go there to bring morale down.
Yeah.
If they were too happy and chipper over there, then you send O'Reilly.
He's just a pompous ass.
Do you do the radio show there, or do you just stand up? Or both?
I just do stand up. I do actually phone in from, but you don't know what your schedule's going to be. You can't do a scheduled radio.
Well, Jimmy did. He went over there.
Yeah, I went over there
a few times.
And we did like a week there in end of 2003.
Where'd you go?
We were in Baghdad, Kirkuk, Talil. Balad we couldn't land because the fog was too thick, so we spent 2 days in Baghdad. Just a week.
Balad's Anaconda, that base?
I don't know. We went down. It was like 100 feet. They couldn't see the runway. We went back up, had to fly. We hitched a ride with Ricardo Sanchez, Oh,
well, then you're safe.
Yeah. Bunch of horse people, real men and me.
Real men and you.
Who are the other comics with you?
Colin and Laurie Kilmartin, who's a writer.
Great. Great. Isn't it amazing doing it?
Yeah, I mean, the gigs are fantastic. The soldiers are happy that you're there.
They're really happy you're there. They're really grateful that you show up.
Yeah, and you feel safe. I mean, you're surrounded by the U.S. military.
Right.
You feel... we didn't go, though. We flew only C-130s. We didn't have any Black Hawks.
I did Black Hawks, which made me nervous.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, I did... it's funny. After the first time, I went in 2003, and then I also went last year. But after I came back... I went around Christmas time, and in the spring, I was out in L.A. the Friday before Oscars, and Ariana Huffington invited me to this big Hollywood party, and at this agent's house, and there was all these A-list people there, Mel Gibson and Tom Hanks, and actually some people I knew from doing Saturday Night Live, but they had been hosts. But at one point I got literally overwhelmed by all this, and I went to sit in a room by myself. It was a library at this agent's house, and I sat down and I heard, and it was Sylvester Stallone, and I never met him before, so I said, hey, Sylvester. And he said, hey, I heard you went on one of them USO tours. And I said, yeah, I did. He said, yeah, I was supposed to, but I didn't. And I said, well, why didn't you? And he said, I thought it might be dangerous. And I said to him, well, it's not really, because you're with the USO, and they don't want anyone in the USO to get hurt, and you're traveling, you're really embedded. And, well, let me ask you this, was there any time at any point that you felt that you might be in danger? And I said, yeah, I guess the only times were when we took Black Hawks from Baghdad to Crit, and there had been some some Black Hawk shot down. So I guess then I felt like maybe I had a 1 in 10,000 chance of something. You know, he goes, yeah, that's why I didn't go. And I said, weren't you like fucking Rambo?
In the movies.
And he went, well, yeah, but I got a good life, you know. I don't want to, you know, I like my life. And that was, but essentially, yeah, you're very safe. And my wife goes nuts for the 3 days that I'm in Iraq, because we also go to we're also in Kuwait and in Afghanistan, and we're taking great care of. And I can imagine what the family members of guys that are over there for a year and a half.
Yeah, sure. Not just a few days.
They must, and my wife was saying that too the other day, just yesterday, because you know, she said, God, I can't imagine what it'd be like to be a family member of somebody over there. And I think it's worse for the family members than for the troops in some ways.
I actually felt safer in Iraq than I did in Kuwait. We were in Kuwait for one night or night and a half, because Iraq is a war zone. Everybody knows what's going on. But in Kuwait, you're in a hotel which is deemed safe. But it's like you're in a Middle Eastern city. I just didn't feel comfortable in Kuwait. Oh, you're in a
hotel there, huh?
Yeah.
They put us on a base.
Oh, we didn't stay there. No, we stayed in a hotel.
We're all bases. We're like.
Was there a Starbucks there, Jimmy?
There actually was. Absolutely, there was in the hotel. There really was.
That didn't make you feel safe?
That made me feel.
There's no Starbucks in town.
Right. I may be beheaded, but at least a latte will go down first. Yeah, it was kind of horrifying.
So, who do you want to see as our next president?
Okay.
Did you answer that?
I didn't.
Oprah Winfrey.
No.
Some say should be the.
What do you think of Joe Biden?
I like Joe Biden. I'd be more of a Hillary person. I'd be also.
See, you're throwing away your vote. You're throwing it away. No. It's a gimmick ticket.
What?
Hillary.
She's not a ticket. She's a person.
It would be no. It would be a gimmick ticket.
Why is it a gimmick ticket? She's an incredibly able person. And
but is America ready to elect
a woman?
Yeah, that's the
elect
question.
A woman who they think is.
No, that's the question.
I think there's a lot of forget about women. I think there's a lot of people that don't think she's very credible as an elected official, never mind president.
Well, why though? Why? Why? See, there you go.
I think she's become this picture of feminism, and to be honest with you, what bothers me about her is she did what any other woman did, what she did, which is stay with a guy who was sleeping with everybody under her nose and embarrassing her, and she stayed with him. And there's something about that really bothers me. It's like if any other woman did it, they would be attacking her as this 1950s housewife.
Weak, yeah.
Yeah, but because she does it, they're like, wow, look at her. She's.
I don't know. First of all, I think you might read that differently. I think that actually helped her in a way, is that she stood by her man in an odd way, and that's not the sum of what she is. I think that's in fact, she may have the strong. You know, if she runs. And in 2008, and people say, well, I have a real problem with Bill Clinton's personal life. She has the argument of like, you think you have a problem with it? How about me? And they go, oh yeah, okay. And I think she's incredibly brilliant. Now, I mean, there are other people that I really like too. I like Barack Obama. Is probably too soon for him to run, but I just think he's going to be president someday.
See, here is why the Democrats screw up year after year with the election, 4 year after 4 year. You guys got to get a legitimate candidate in there, not some Obama. Ain't gonna happen.
I just said that.
Hillary, yeah, I know, but even to bring it up, and Hillary, just knock it off. Find a credible.
No, Hillary beats any Republican except McCain.
I don't think so.
No way.
I don't think so. I think for a woman.
Name a Republican who beats her.
McCain.
No, name a different Republican. I mean, name a Republican besides McCain who beats her.
Strom Thurmond.
Name a Republican who's alive that beats her.
Friggin' Cheney would beat her.
Oh my Lord, no.
That's how bad. That's how bad it is.
I think you don't. I don't think you know. I don't think you. No. I think you read. You read your New York Post.
The problem.
I'll read my New York Times.
The problem with a woman being elected, she'll have to be a conservative, I think, because you're going to get. I think to get crossover, you're going to have more liberal people and thinking the power of a woman being president is going to be important and crossing over. Then you will have conservatives going to vote for it. You understand what I mean? I think for a minority or a woman to win, they're going to have to be Republican eventually.
I understand that, and you put it so well too.
Yes.
I understand that sentiment, but I think she's she is very, very well regarded certainly in the Democratic Party, and stands a good chance of getting the nomination. And if she does, I don't see a Republican. You've just named
Giuliani.
Giuliani's not going to get the nomination.
Well, you're saying Republican. I think he could beat her.
But he's not going to get the nomination.
Well, how do we know?
Well, you're right. How do we know? But he lived with 2 gay guys.
So what? He's a good egg.
That's
I know, but
crossover helps out with the.
No. But what I'm saying is that he's not going to get the nomination.
Yeah.
They're not going to go with a guy who.
I still think Giuliani could beat her, though. I think credibility-wise, Giuliani is seen as this raucous ex-prosecutor and the way he handled New York after 9/11 and what he did for New York. And I think that his inaction in public service, not that she's not sincere, which I don't think she is, but people would argue that. But I do think
you don't think she's sincere.
Nah, I personally never dug her. I just don't. I haven't seen her do anything. I don't, man. She's done
That's
nothing.
How people vote, though.
But she's never said anything.
I don't dig
Welcome here to.
You know, I like who's a Democrat.
Issues in focus.
I think
Jimmy Carter's a sincere
Jim
guy.
never dug her.
It's nothing against her, but I think her career motivation is.
Oh, you mean she's ambitious?
Well, ambitious, but it's more for herself than it is public service. I think that's just how she comes off.
It sounds corny, but that putting that Yankee hat on, it's almost like you're not a Yankee. There's something about Giuliani being a New Yorker and a Yankee fan. People feel like, or at least this is the person who we're seeing.
Well, here's if you talk to like firefighters in New York, and by the way, I thought it was masterful after 9/11, but and I went to a number of services, funerals for firefighters because Giuliani asked people to, because when a firefighter dies, normally all these firefighters from all over show up, but we had several hundred die, and so they had one funeral after another, so Giuliani asked the public to show up. So my wife and I would go, just to go, and I saw him at a number of them, and he was great. But if you talk to firefighters now, they don't like him too much, and one of the reasons they don't like him is is that he did nothing to get interoperability between radio signals between the police and the fire department done between the first attack on the World Trade Center and the second attack. And that cost a lot of lives. And I think if you really examine his record before 9/11, it ain't so strong. I think he did a masterful job afterwards. You
don't think he cleaned up New York before 9/11? As far as the shape it was in, like with just with crime and the little quality of life stuff that people called him a Nazi for?
I think some of those were good. I also think some of them were started during Dinkins. I think that community policing was started during Dinkins.
It was started during Dinkins. It gave Giuliani a lot of stuff to clean up, make New York look better.
Well,
Dinkins was oof.
Cops didn't like
I remember
either.
driving into the city when Dinkins was mayor, and nothing but squeegee guys, porno shops, which, fine, I frequented quite a few, but,
they wouldn't exist without people like you.
Absolutely. But as far as, bringing money into the city and building...
you have to also remember that Bloomberg has improved over that. But also that Giuliani was mayor during the Clinton administration, and things really during the Clinton administration went very, very well for for America and for New York because of the markets and stuff. So a lot of that was really about economic forces that had nothing to do with Giuliani.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at all the Koch years before that. When you look at Koch and Dinkins, just kind of like the mess that it turned into.
Well, we had
the Democrats running it.
We had the crack epidemic, and and again, community policing did start during Dinkins, which he doesn't get any credit for at all. But that was toward the end of his term.
I think Giuliani was a really great mayor, and a lot of people will bring up something like the Brooklyn Art Museum, which he was wrong to try to censor the art, and they'll say, well, that's who he was. But I think he did a lot of great things for the city. He's a Republican. I think that on credibility would be...
Well, I just don't think he's going to get the nomination because of who votes in Republican primaries. And that's why I think that McCain won't, but I'm beginning to think that the more desperate they get, they may turn to him.
Yeah, they kind of need somebody.
They might need somebody. But looking at the field, I don't see someone from the normal ranks of who they would nominate that would beat Hillary. I don't see George Allen or Bill Frist or one of those guys.
Well, they can't pick anybody that's really been kind of buddied with the president and involved in any of this shenanigans with the war, if I may call them shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans has a kind of light feel.
Light-hearted type of...
Oh, the shenanigans. Yes. The shenanigans going on in Baghdad.
Were you buying any of the intelligence when it first broke?
Yeah.
You were buying that too?
I didn't think that the presidents lied to you.
Yeah, I was buying all that.
Yeah, because Anthony was.
I was buying that. Like I can't stand Bush now, and I was a big supporter. First election.
I believe Colin Powell.
Yeah, and Colin Powell had such credibility with the people.
Most credible man in the world.
Yeah,
I thought.
And when he came out in front of the UN and showed those pictures and gave the speech, it was like, wow, okay, we got to do something. And then afterwards, it's like they found nothing. And kept finding nothing. And then the whole that's when I just changed over. When the entire reason for the war changed. Fuck the weapons. It's not about that anymore. It's about these people need to be free. Well, that isn't kind of what you told us in the first place. Because if it was about freeing these people, I wouldn't have really been going rah-rah and backing this, because it seems to me they really don't crave this freedom. They don't understand it. And Saddam seemed to rule with that iron fist that kept terrorists out of his country. And now it's a clusterfuck, as they call it. Any ideas? Because a lot of people say we got to stop the war somehow. Right. But even the Democrats are saying we can't cut and run.
Right.
Do you have any... No one has a real solution to the problem. Do you have any ideas of how you get the guys out but keep it from just anarchy after we're gone?
Well, we're close to anarchy now. I mean, we're closer to anarchy. I mean, there's another... it was a story yesterday in this thing called the New York Times.
Yeah.
About Muqtada al-Sadr, who is this radical Shiite cleric.
Didn't he start the whole thing? Wasn't he the one who was the original problem?
He was one of the original problems. He was the he was the original problem in the South, in the Shia side. He wasn't the Sunni side, which is that was Fallujah. That was also the start of the problems. And but Sadr, his army, his militia killed a lot of Americans. And now he's going to be on the ballot. He's going to have 30 guys on the ballot, as many as the Dawa party, as many as the Skiri party. He's going to have as many guys on the ballot as possible. And they just killed like about 30 Sunnis the other day, just in like a massacre.
Yeah.
I mean, it is friggin' crazy over there. Now, I'm having James Fallows on today, who's written a piece for the Atlantic on getting the Iraqi military up, because that's the whole thing. Is like we'll when they can take over, we'll leave. Then that's what we keep saying. But we're not serious about that. We have not been serious about training this army. And part of it is that we failed to recognize for a long time, refused to, that we were facing an insurgency and what we were facing. And so we wasted the first year, and we don't really put enough resources and guys into training.
Yeah.
And we don't have enough guys over there. We don't have enough guys to both train them and to keep things at bay, essentially.
Some gentleman on Meet the Press yesterday.
See, there you go. You watch Meet the Press.
He says training the Iraqi army seems to be the selling point of the administration right now. We got to get them trained. Once they're up to speed, we can leave. Then he brought up a great point that no matter how well trained they are, they have to believe in what they're fighting for once we leave. And he doesn't really see that happening. It's you can give them the guns, you can teach them how to use it, but unless they really believe in this cause for freedom and are united, once we leave, they're just better armed insurgents and fractured pieces of governments and back to their tribes and.
Right, exactly.
And then now you're screwed again, even though that you trained this army, they just don't believe in what they're fighting for. And I seriously don't think they do. I don't think they understand what freedom is enough to really have that passion to fight for it.
I think many of them do. And I think when we first got in there were a lot of people who were just elated.
The Kurds.
The Kurds certainly do.
For the people, everyone that was being shit on loved it.
Well, that's true. I mean, the Shias, but a lot of that includes people who it was like a majority of Iraqis, and we blew it. We blew it by allowing looting and by not getting the electricity up, and we just blew it.
But let me ask you, the electricity and stuff, weren't they constantly sabotaging it? Not that you don't have to overcome that, but it's not like we weren't trying to do it. It's like their own people are sabotaging.
No, but there's all kinds of pre-war planning that was done that was ignored, that said that they were going to do that said the first thing you have to do is not allow chaos. And we allowed looting right away, and that they did $12 billion worth of infrastructure damage during the looting, is estimated. And that's when we lost control of the country. And that's when the insurgent, the first bomb that killed more than one person from an insurgent didn't happen until 4 months after the invasion.
Did you think maybe that's when Saddam got caught? It seemed like a lot of them. Like, what I want to know is, once they realized Saddam Hussein was not coming back, that's to me when the country completely fell apart. It's like, not that it wasn't happening before that, but that's when they all went, okay, now we can do what we want to do. Where was al-Sadr? I think his father was murdered by Saddam. He was a cleric.
Right, exactly.
Where was all the anger and the militia when Saddam was killing his father? Where was the balls then? Where was this anger?
Well, he had clamped down that country with 500,000 troops. We have 150,000. So in other words, he knew
the way they should be handled.
Yeah. Well, this is what our army was saying. Shinseki, who the army chief of staff said, we need to send 400,000 guys in there. And Rumsfeld, no, I want to transform the military, and I can do this with 100,000.
Yeah.
And Tommy Franks finally got him up to like 150 or something. They went in there, and they called it mission accomplished, and they thought they had done it, and they really did. And I would really recommend this Fallows article in the Atlantic Monthly. Maybe your listeners aren't
smart.
I wasn't going to say that. I was not going to say that.
We got some smarties out there.
Yeah. No, and maybe they're not they're not the type to read that kind of article, even though they're brilliant. They prefer to apply that brilliance to
keep
gossip
together here.
Yeah.
There's nothing, but it's a very, there's other things. I mean, I've been just really engrossed in the progress of the war, and I mean, as I say, I'm going over there for my third time. You can't go over there, entertain the troops, and not support the troops and not want us to succeed. You can't.
Right.
It's impossible. You know how emotional that must had to be emotional for you.
Oh, of course. I mean, you're around guys who are being shot at, and they're happy you're there, and you know that some of them are going to be killed. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I mean, it just makes me mad that the feeling I get is that Rumsfeld doesn't really care, that Wolfowitz didn't care, that also that they're going to continue to mislead us. That's the thing that really drives me crazy, is that Cheney gives a speech about anybody who says that we misled you into the war is doing the most reprehensible thing. Well, come on. Yeah. You did, and you know it, and so stop it, and be accountable for your errors. Anyway, I know I got to go to something else.
Yeah. The new book's called The Truth, right?
Yeah, The Truth with Jokes.
With jokes.
And that makes it fun to read, the jokes part.
And another Republican that could beat Hillary, Scooter Libby.
Because of his name. That's an adorable name.
Cute name. Al Franken, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We like when you come on our show.
Thank you.
And there you go. Al Franken is heard on XM 167 from noon to 3 on the East Coast. There he is. Al. Yeah. Nice.
You got him.
He just does that.
You
I
got him. Oh, my God.
What's wrong, Eric?
Nothing. It's funny.
What's wrong? So we're going to show the girls from Broad-Minded your penis?
Oh, right.
I'd prefer to do that tomorrow.
She's been pacing back and forth out there, though. Let's at least see if she's open
I have to whiz. I got nothing.
Huh? Is she around? I saw her pacing out there.
I won't show it to a female employee.
She's not an employee.
Will not do it.
She's a broad.
See, he's thinking of...
Absolutely not. It's all fun and games right now.
Till somebody sues.
So there's a problem. Yeah, and look, I felt under pressure.
Yeah.
Plus, if I was...
I'm unarmed.
Hi, how are you?
What's up?
Nothing.
I'm scared.
They want me to show you my penis, but I probably won't.
Okay.
But I do think you're terrific.
All right. Well, let's go.
Well, let's go.
She really wants to see it.
Give her a little wine later on.
I had to stay for a meeting, but now it's almost 11 o'clock. So.
A meeting.
I did.
What do you do now for work? You said you got to go to work.
I know I have to go. Well, I'm missing my work, too, so it better be good. I have a TV show, but this is my last week on it, so...
TV show?
It's a new home show, and I'm the host. It's on Sunday mornings. It's a Washington, D.C. based show.
Really?
Uh-huh.
And now, are you...
Very boring.
Are you the girl...
Sorry, but...
Yeah.
Uncle started the monkeys?
No, that's Sherry.
That's Sherry, okay.
Sherry didn't give us pictures, so we had the monkeys.
What was...
Our web guy did it.
Oh.
Be nice. He does it for free.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
No, we're just asking questions.
Yeah. But it's cute. No?
Adorable.
Did he really start the monkeys, or is it a goof?
It's a goof.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a goof.
Okay, come
That's good to have all fake stuff in your bio.
Yeah. Yeah, really. That's nice, isn't it?
She wants to see the hog, but it's not for good reasons. It's so she can mock and humiliate me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
How about she just feels it?
You'd have to plump it up a little bit.
Exactly. I got to pee. I pee a lot.
Yeah?
I'm not in good form right now.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's an average penis.
Peeing.
What's wrong?
What does that mean?
Tinkling.
What's wrong with it?
Tinkle.
No blood flow?
No, it's just I'm not horny. I mean, it's tired.
You gotta work.
All right, this is so not going to work.
No, but I'm not that much of a pervert that I can just show her my mule.
But she really wants to see it.
Well, then maybe we can hang out
why
one
don't one of you guys show me?
Will you come by tomorrow? Because believe me, I'm really, it's not a shy thing. I'm not like afraid to show you my mule. I'm a creep.
And as long as you sign a lot of paperwork that you don't sue
that's part of the problem.
Sexual harassment and...
Yeah,
my man would be so jealous.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a gay joke.
Oh. I didn't get it.
I like the fact, that you disguised that joke as a serious statement.
I'm sorry.
No,
that's horny.
This was supposed to be the grand finale of the show, though.
Yeah.
Well, the grand finale will have to suffer because I'm not going to be dragged into human resources and go, but guys, it was the grand finale. What do you mean you're taking my badge?
How about you cut a hole in one of these baseball player full-size cutouts?
Yeah.
Stick your junk through it.
I'd like to do it through. I'd love to do it through David Ortiz, just so my awful little white turnip root could be hanging from the front of his uniform. Straighten him right out.
Okay, well, so somebody else has to do it. Don, you want to get in here?
Don probably would.
Yeah.
Anybody want to take one for the team?
Who's Ben?
Yeah.
We'll finally find out what's in that...
You're in the driver's seat. Why don't you?
No, that would not be
Is that your girlfriend in the other room?
Yes, it is.
That would be bad.
Yes, that would be very bad.
Maybe she'd come in and talk about it.
No, she doesn't like talking.
I think Ope's got a decent one, though. I think from what I've heard, he's got a nice one.
Yeah?
Not huge, but nice.
Oh, she's nodding. All right, I got a nod, so that's good.
Oh.
That's good news.
Sorry.
I
didn't know to whom she belonged.
So when do you have to leave?
Right now.
To go, you do? Mm-hmm. When are you coming back?
For our show tonight.
How are we going to have coffee?
We are. Oh, well, you can come have coffee with me at 3.
Where?
3:30.
Yeah, could you guys have a little date, and then we'll talk about it on the air tomorrow?
It's not a good date, though, to sit here in the XM studio. It's too...
No, I understand. You guys go get coffee somewhere.
But where?
It's a place.
A
bar.
In your room?
No, that's too presumptuous.
In your room.
In your room? You have a nice suite, right?
Yeah, it's a nice room. But
it's a nice room.
She's a nice girl.
Well, what are you doing at 7:30?
Whatever you dictate that we're doing.
Okay, great. I'm going to eat down the hall, bring wine, and we'll chat.
Do we have to drink it here, though?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, then I gotta go home.
Jimmy, what is wrong with you?
Thank you.
Grab the bottle of wine.
I can already tell you this isn't going to work.
No,
'Cause one, he's not horny,
Jimmy,
and he's fighting me.
She's the real deal.
I know she's terrific.
She wants you to bring the wine that makes you even hornier.
To the XM studios. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Fool around behind the Cal Ripken cutout? There's not much we can do.
All right, what are you doing later? You're taken.
Shed.
What are you doing later?
Me and my girlfriend will be hanging out in the hotel room, getting room service and having sex.
No, there's a great in the hotel room, which I can't tell you the name on air because all the girls would come. LOL.
It'll be just like the Beatles.
And this is why you have a problem getting a relationship.
You really do stink.
I'm going to go home
I don't think she's doing this for the radio.
I'm very
play
realistic.
with my friends.
Your life is massages and hookers and not any real people because you fuck this up.
No, because I know what a person's telling me underneath what they're saying. If she wanted to hang out, and it's not that you come to the hotel room, but there's a great little hotel bar, or there's like a lot of outside places, but she just wants to hang out for a few minutes, chit-chat, and then go our separate ways.
You start here in safe territory. Once she gets boozed up, boom, you're out
calling you a pussy, by the way.
They can call me what they want. I'm realistic.
just letting you know.
Pussy, please.
Pussy, use the right word. Faggot.
That's the word.
Faggot.
All right, we might as well tell her that he likes logs on his chest.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
If you come by tomorrow and if you say I could show you my hog, I'll be happy to show it to you. I just gotta make sure I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm a pussy. I don't want to get fired.
You're not going to get fired.
Interesting.
Says who?
How would they even write that up?
Showed cock to other employees. That's how that shows up in the final report. Exposed genitals. They would remove all the humor. But she said okay.
Just send me a picture then.
All right, Jimmy. That I definitely will do.
Okay.
Jimmy. Exposed genitals behind Mariano Rivera cutout.
All right.
There you go.
You make a good point. What the hell? All right.
Well, bye, boys.
Well, thank you for coming in again, and sorry about Mr. Fuddy Duddy over here.
I like her. I want her to think I'm a nice